All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition online role-playing adventures. We live stream... Somebody dropped.
Question mark?
We,
Rayman.
we live stream our sessions every Friday evening. You can keep up with our adventures on YouTube, as well as catch weekly recaps on RogueWatson.com. What's happening? My Skype is restarting to give me a choice. Okay. Good to know. Well, then this is going to be messed up here for a second. I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by our awesome players. Eric, playing Kaz in the Half-Elf Warlock. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Chris.
Heather, playing Brysis, the Tiefling Sorcerer. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Reese, playing Tim, the Warforged Cleric. Hello, Reese.
Hi.
Rochelle, playing Corinne, the Blue Dragonborn Sorcerer. Hello, Rochelle.
Hello.
And Raymond, playing Halfred, the Halfling Ranger. He will be back shortly. We use Roll20.net for a tabletop campaign, Skype for video chat, and I am recording it all using Open Broadcaster's software. Previously on Storm King's Thunder. Having rested briefly in the maw of the bat nesting ground, the party ventured out to look for Hark, the leader of the goblins. They were greeted by a different goblin, Snigbat, a scared, sycophantic creature who was terrified of the fate that might befall him and the young goblin pups, so he attempted to make a deal with the party. He would provide information on Hark, and the party would eliminate Hark, as well as some sort of blob threatening the pups, leaving alive Snigbat to raise the pups to maturity before taking the goblins far away from the Nightstone village. The party took up the offer, partially to get the information, and partially because they weren't quite prepared to murder goblin babies anyway. But the information Snigbat provided did prove useful. He told them that Hark was aware of their presence and had set up a trap in his room of the cave, planning to surround them with his pet giant rats and attack them with some unknown magics. So the party first took out the rats that were planned to flank them, with Brysis burning them out of their hidey holes and Halfred and Kazan eliminating the rest before they had a chance to attack. The party then proceeded to Hark himself. Hark was aware of their presence and called them as they approached. He never intended to actually converse with them, just to draw them closer into his trap. When the party didn't take the bait, Hark whistled for his remaining rats and the fight was on. Hark himself carried a magic mace and orb, and was accompanied by 2 goblins and 4 additional rats. The party immediately began bursting down Hark himself, who was able to throw his orb, causing a blinding mist to fill the room, though the party's constitution was enough to avoid its effects entirely. Corin briefly considered breathing lightning on her party members, while a flurry of attacks from arrows and spectral leeches culminated in a feared Hark attempting to flee and taking a glaive in the back, ending him. The rest of the fight was clearing out the remaining rats, who were busy chomping chunks of wood off Tim's ankles. Tim took Hark's magical soul-stealing mace in repayment. Having cleared Hark's room and taking everything he owned, they turned to the blob, learning quickly that it was in fact a black pudding, with terrible acid attacks and the ability to split. The party quickly learned both ways to split the pudding, splashing and electrocution, but were still able to power it down. With its final oozy breath, it threw its full acidic weight onto Corin, bypassing all her mirror images and downing her in one blow. Tim quickly stabilized and healed her post-battle, and the party turned their attention back to their goblin informant, Snigbat.
It's been elevated to informant now.
That's right. You all are back in the Dripping Caves. There we go.
So is there anything beyond Blobby here?
Halfred, when he went down that little aisle before he triggered the blobs, or the black pudding's sensor, for lack of a better word, he saw a little pond with a bunch of green mushrooms growing on a wall.
Can we inspect those mushrooms?
Sure can. You can.
Passively investigate those mushrooms?
Let's see. Somebody can make a nature check to figure out what those mushrooms, see if they know anything about the mushrooms.
Ranger?
That's
Yep.
not like mine.
Yep.
Sounds like something you'd be good at. What is your passive nature check?
Passive nature?
Yeah, I'm just
Does
curious.
it go to character? Where is that located?
To the right of all the rest of the text for that skill. It's like a small number on the right-hand side.
If you don't see it, Raymond, that means you have to turn it on, so you'd have to scroll to the bottom and turn on passive abilities.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it took me a while to find mine. I was like, wait, where are you talking about?
How do I turn on passive? Oh shit. How do I turn on passive abilities?
So scroll to the very, very bottom, like have all on, and then you would click the one that says passive skills under display.
Under display. On the front page or character?
No, click all
I'll
at the
do
top.
it for you.
Why does he have to do passive?
I'm just curious. Because we're having this conversation about passive abilities and like. There you go.
Well.
Okay. Well, just roll a nature check for me.
His passive would be a 12 if he's got a +2.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I also try to roll a nature check?
You sure can. Bryces, you may have seen these mushrooms growing in the basements of Baldur's Gate. I don't know.
I've at least seen them.
You've seen them before somewhere. They are. They are straight up just poisonous mushrooms. Any creature that ingests a mushroom will take poison damage and be poisoned, failing a Constitution saving throw. But they have to be eaten to actually get the poisonous effects.
Okay. I'd like to pick a couple and put them in my backpack.
Sure. You can pick a whole bunch.
Oh yeah. I have a nice little bushel.
Yeah, okay. You spend some time picking them off the wall. They're just sort of everywhere. And you wind up picking 20 green mushrooms.
Jeez.
Nice.
And I can read you or I can just copy and paste the effects of green mushrooms
Okay.
in the chat.
I want some mushrooms too.
She picked them all. She can share them if she wants, but she scalped that wall of all of its mushrooms.
There goes that ecosystem.
Yeah. Other than that, there does not appear to be anything in this room. There's a small pond coming from a waterfall coming out of the wall, but it used to be going over the mushrooms, but now it's just sort of going over the remnants of mushrooms.
Is that a dead end down there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no like victims of the ooze anywhere in here?
No. You don't see anything here.
What a useful predator. Cleanses everything.
Yeah. It may just eat away the bones and everything else. But there are no remains.
Alright, let's head back. There's... what's her face? I don't remember that woman's name.
Daphne.
Daphne. Daphne, are you okay? We took care of the ooze.
I didn't care about the ooze. But yes, I'm okay. Just waiting for you all. Can we go back now?
Yeah. Let me go check in with someone that helped us.
Okay, don't be long. I'll wait here again. Next to this ogre corpse.
You wait with... Everybody else will be coming out soon.
Okay.
Bryce has come with me in case the goblin tries something funny.
Ooh, fun.
He was down, right?
He was down, yes.
I'm gonna cautiously head down.
I'd like to bounce one of the like dancing lights in my hand to keep him from trying to
Okay.
think of anything funny.
Kazan and Bryces, you guys turn the corner. You see some tunnels that sort of...
He's eaten all the...
Thank you. These tunnels end in small spaces that are covered in grass pellets. On the pallets, a number of tiny, sleeping goblin pups rest. Other than these creatures, a number of rusty tools and small toys litter the area. Snigbat is sort of walking around, like, cleaning the area, like picking up toys and putting them away, and just generally doing matronly things.
Ha.
That was a sexist comment. I apologize.
You should.
Matronly things. Parental things.
Mm-hmm. Parental things.
I will, if he doesn't notice me, I will motion over to him, not wanting to wake the pups.
He sees you and sort of excitedly comes over. So, Snigbat and pups, are we all safe now?
Caves have been cleared. That ooze almost destroyed one of my friends. So know that it came at almost some great cost to destroy it, but it is no more. His caves are cleared. Hark has been slain. All of his forces are gone. You're the last of your tribe, Snigbat.
Oh, good!
It's goblin side.
Snigbat, very grateful. Snigbat, sadly, have nothing else to offer, but he's very grateful for your help. Goblins will trouble humans, peoples, no more.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Snigbat is going to raise up pups. Maybe a few months? Then pups be ready to travel. Then Snigbat take them farther in. To our deep forest. Where there are no peoples.
That's probably a good idea, Snigbat. You've been a stand-up goblin, but relations are still a little tense between goblins and people. As you can see by the whole eating scenario, that's generally frowned upon.
Yes, peoples come and cut goblins in half when you eat them. He's seen it.
Yes.
I really want to give Snigbat some mushrooms right now.
Snigbat, don't care if hill giants come again. He'll just run away, not like Hark.
Hill giants?
Yeah, hill giants, why we come here in the first place. They come and they say, you goblins, you serve us now. We shoot you at enemies, you be soldiers for us. But Hark didn't like that. Hark didn't want to be soldiers for anybody. So Hark said, we go out. We closer to people's village. We live there. So we came here. But Snigbat knows what Hark doesn't know. You don't. You just hide from hill giants. They're stupid. They don't find you.
Well, how did they find you the first time?
Hark had us set up in a big old camp. We don't need camp. We find wet caves like this.
Yeah, full of monstrous oozes and poisonous mushrooms and bats everywhere. It's a terrible cave, Snigbat.
Well, in choice between humans who cut goblins in half and hill giants and bad caves, Snigbat chooses bad caves.
Yeah, being a goblin sucks. Alright, where were you from that the giants moved you out of?
The north Ardeep forest. Way far away. Through it. Hill giants come through all over the place now. They used to stay away. But they come, and they have lots of other goblins, too. And they tell Hark that we serve them now. But Hark says no. Hark
Did
leaves.
they say why? What they were doing?
Great crusade to take food from all the peopleses. That's all they said.
Huh. Hill giants are taking food from people and conscripting goblins, and cloud giants are dropping rocks onto people.
Cloud giants? What's a cloud giant?
Don't worry about that, Snigbat. You worry about those kids in there.
Bryce
And,
swims in and says it's the most dangerous form of giant. They'll come out of the sky and steal your pups.
Oh no! Snigbat, stay in the caves from now on.
Kaz is gonna hold up a hand like this.
And then I'm just gonna like snuff out the light that's in my hand, and like, it'll be gone just like that.
He's gonna stifle a grin, but like, all right, Snigbat, you go
Whenever
somewhere
there's a
safe.
kid.
You hide. You raise those kids. Tell them not to eat people, and maybe someday we'll meet again.
Okay. Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Snigbat hope not to. Snigbat knows what happens when goblins and peoples meet. Goblins get cut in half.
Guess what, Snigbat? You are still in one piece.
Yay!
So you know how to deal with peoples. Congratulations.
Yes. Fierce peoples.
All right, you will wave goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right. With that, if you guys have any other business in the caves, you can conduct it, or you can head out back to Nightstone.
Technically, I haven't fully explored these caves, but I don't think there's anything else that we need to. I assume all the different paths just lead outside of the cave.
That'd be a good guess. Most of the tunnels eventually would lead outside.
I don't want to find any more oozes.
Yeah,
Accidentally find oozes.
and that Daphne, we need to get her back.
Yeah, she's not having a good time.
Yeah. I got a card game I need to teach that hotel guy.
All right.
I guess head back to
Nightstone.
Yeah.
Nightstone. Yeah.
It's getting into early evening now, but you guys have spent the good chunk of this day in this cave. But it's
terrible day.
It's only the hour or so back to Nightstone.
Okay. I think we can. I'd rather rest in Nightstone if we have the option. I assume.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take you all back to Nightstone. You make the trip relatively uneventfully.
It's a giant map.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Relatively.
We lost one
I've-
member, but
I've
relatively.
farted.
That's right.
We lost one.
Only one
4
person.
out of 5 isn't bad.
No,
it's-
not bad at all.
You come back to town and you see the drawbridge is still broken, it's still down. But when you come into the town, you see people, sort of villagers all over the place, who are trying to clean up the place. And Morak at the center of the town, sort of directing the cleanup effort. And he waves to you as you come in. Daphne's there too. Let me hold on just a sec. She survived the trip.
Excellent. Not a total loss.
And
Oh
Daphne's-
God, she's huge.
She's a giant now.
She gets stung by a bee.
Morak greets you. "'Tis I. You folk We're successful, I hope.
Yeah, the goblins should trouble you no more. The caves have been cleared, and we found one more survivor.
Daphne, it's good to see you,
Pre-eaten
lass.
state.
Yeah. Daphne runs towards Morak and hugs him and just starts sobbing again. There, lass. It'll be all right.
After years of therapy.
Morak turns to you and says, it's getting near dark. I suppose you folks could use a place to sleep. No.
Yep.
Yeah, one of our friends is like half melted, so
Oh dear. Yes. You don't.
we should probably call 911.
You don't look so great. Well, there's rooms that have been fairly well cleaned up in the inn. You're welcome to stay
Oh,
the
hey.
night for free.
Did you find that? Did
Do you
you find
happen
a
to
tied up?
find a person in there?
We did. We did.
Anything she tells you was a lie.
What'd you do with her?
Go sleep, and we'll talk in the morning about all of this. There's much I have to say to you.
No, seriously, what'd you do with her?
She's in the, what do you call it? Trading post. That place is pretty much a lost cause on the inside, so we've turned it into a, I suppose, interim jail cell for her and the other Zentarum that we found also unconscious here.
That's a mighty
You
fine
leave some
idea you had there.
alive?
Apparently, you left one of them alive. It took almost the entire day yesterday, or today, for us to clear out all the rest of the dead bodies you folk left here.
I'm sorry.
I could have
busy-
sworn we killed everybody.
Busy killing everything that was in your goddamn town.
I ain't complaining. I'm just saying.
Yes, you were, Borak. You ornery bastard.
Would it equal everything out if we killed one of these villagers here?
No, that's
Don't. It's all right, Tim. We're still working on the morality system with Tim here.
okay.
Bryce is gonna come
whoopsies.
up and just put an arm around and be like, "Don't listen to my friends here. They've had a long day. They got squished by an ooze.
Oh dear, that sounds terrible.
So we'll definitely take some rooms to help our friend here who is half melted from ooze and our other wooden friend who's missing a couple ankles."
A couple. I had at least 7 when I started this game.
Aye. Feel free to rest up. Come see me in the, well, I suppose downstairs of the inn in the morning. There's not much left of it, but it's where I'm spending most of my time.
I'm sure we'll be
How about
able to
we
find-
meet you at the armory?
Armory! That's funny. And he stops a second, he looks at you. Are you wearing my armor?
No.
I'm
Bryce
pretty
is gonna
sure
redirect
that's...
Morak. I'm gonna redirect him and be like, "Of course he's not. He found that somewhere out in the trees."
I'm
So
pretty
tell me
sure.
about the cleanup that you guys have got going on. Can you tell me about the Nightstone?
All right.
I'm like,
then.
or move everyone like go.
Yeah.
go, go.
All right. then.
Yasin grins again and it shuffles off towards his room.
All right.
You're just gonna hide behind someone.
Just hide.
Where'd he go?
You guys are able. I'm not gonna take you to the second floor map, but you guys are able to rest up in one of the upstairs. There's 2 upstairs bedrooms, so you're able to split those however you like. And
Guys and girls and
yeah,
Tims.
yeah.
We need 3.
Hello.
You rest comfortably through the night.
I think we already
the-
discussed if Tim had the equipment or not, so I'm not gonna bring that up again.
Yeah. Tim was, I believe, not forthcoming with that information. He didn't
I
know
like to calculate just as much as the other humans.
Lady never tells. Gotta leave something up to the imagination.
Tim is similar to Pat in that regard. You never know. And during the night, you guys will take a long rest, and you are able to level up to level 4.
Yay!
I believe I tabulated the amount of experience that you got for saving the villagers, and it was an ungodly amount of experience. I'll tell you what it was.
Yeah. I think it had to be, yeah.
Saving the Nightstone villagers got you 6,275 experience.
First quest completed.
Yes. I will actually move that to your completed
That was
quest.
a hell of a reward.
Yes, right. So much experience.
Words will
The more
only get
challenging quest is going to come up, and we're going to get less experience.
better. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
As
Here's
long as
a
we get to the
rusty
point
dagger.
of 7th level spells, because some of those are badass.
She just kept reading about spells and getting more excited.
So many spells.
One of the sorcerer spells at 7th level is Word of Death.
That sounds cool.
Word.
I mean, we got up to level 6.
That's what I was saying there. Yeah, at the
Yeah.
very, very end. So I was like, tap the brakes.
There were
Alright.
so many awesome ones.
I got to use it a couple times.
Okay, so we're going to go through and have everybody level up. Start with Raymond. Raymond, would you like to tell us what you got at level 4?
So, all I get is ability score improvement. But I chose
All of
a
us
feat.
get that.
You chose,
Chose
a
a
feat?
feat instead.
Okay.
Lucky. You can spend one of 3 dice to re-roll an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Or if someone's attacking you, you can roll a d20 to choose whether they get that number or their original number. And you
Okay.
regain the 3 points when you finish a long rest. So, kind of like we said last time, it's pretty much inspiration times 3.
3
Yeah.
times, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, which is, it's been pointed out to me that I forgot to do inspiration for the entirety of this campaign.
For the entirety
so
of the
far.
campaign so far.
Now we're in it. Now we're in it. Both 2 things gonna kick in. Lasting injuries if you go down, and I'll start doing experience.
Oh.
Then I'll start doing
Yeah.
inspiration. Yeah, you guys have gone down a lot more than.
Sure have.
Yeah,
Not Tim.
that's. All right, very cool. Do you want to roll your hit point dice?
Do you get
1d10?
any new,
Is
do you get new
Ranger?
spells at level 4?
Nope. Still same number of spell slots and
No more spells. No.
spells known. Yep.
Do you know all your spells and have to prepare them, or how does that work with Rangers?
Oh, wait, I have 3 spells? Oh, crap.
Wah, wah.
Alfred was not quite prepared.
Like your slots may stay the same sometimes, but you should at least learn new spells as you go. I think.
Yeah, I should have learned a new one in last level. Forgot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will work on that while everyone
Yeah.
else is doing theirs.
All right. Alfred is studying
Okay.
a spell. No one knows what it is.
Might have been wrong this entire campaign so far, so.
Oh no.
8 plus my constitution modifier, so 9.
Nice.
Yep.
That brings me to 37.
Very nice.
37. That's solid.
Wow.
It's good to have the archer be the tankiest one, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
D10. Man.
Yep.
Yeah. Rangers are an odd mix.
All right. Rochelle. What is
Uh,
Corinne doing at level 4?
Okay, I'm trying to reload my character sheet. I'm having a lot of laptop issues, but
Okay.
okay. So I have an ability score improvement. So I'm adding +2 to my dexterity, and I learned a cantrip, but no, I don't remember which one.
I don't remember either, so.
I
No,
look at
I
the
put
sheet and
it.
see if
I put it on my character sheet. I'm just having trouble bringing it up.
Is it perhaps light?
Yep, light. Realized that might be useful when we were in the cave.
We were all so terribly blind.
We learned a valuable lesson in those caves.
Don't know what y'all are talking about. I could see just fine.
And my level 1 spell is Christopher. What would that be? Because I forgot that
Level
as well.
1?
Oh,
Level
invisibility. Yeah, level 2. I mean, level 2 spell.
Invisibility, it looks like.
Yeah.
Touch and becomes
So-
invisible until the spell ends. Anything you're wearing, carrying. All right, yeah, very cool. Invisibility. I remember that being used a couple times.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems useful.
Very cool. Would you like to roll your hit die?
I remember that being used on the entire party in the forest at one point.
That's right. Recently, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where Corinne got the idea. She was like, "Oh, invisibility."
That's crazy.
Okay, sorry.
We're D6.
I'm trying to pull this up and still. Okay.
Five, not bad.
There you go.
So.
So what is
yeah.
that? That's my armor class that goes in there,
No, that.
or my hit point, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
But
25.
you also though get your
Constitution and your
+1.
iconic lineage.
Yeah.
So
that'd be
another +2.
So another
7.
+2, so 27. Okay.
27 total. All right. Cool. Reese. What is Tim doing at level 4?
Alright, so Tim got to learn a lot more spells this level because he didn't realize that he gets 4 baseline from his specialty in the cleric.
Oh, right, yeah.
So at level 1 he gets 2, and at level 3 he gets another 2. So it doesn't count against your spell total.
Okay.
So-
yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I got light,
Okay.
I got Bane,
It's a good one.
got Lesser Restoration.
Negative bless.
Yeah.
Mm.
Blind, deaf, and paralyzed poison. Okay, cool. If,
Yep.
if Bryce just feeds that poison mushroom to one of you, you.
Yeah.
You have to use a second level spell to cure freaking poison and blinded. Jeez.
Wow. Ooh,
Hold
whole
person.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And Silence, which creates a 20-foot radius sphere where no sound can enter or leave, and you're immune to thunder damage inside of it. And you can't cast any spells that require a verbal component.
That's the key.
Ah.
Fucking lockdown
Yes.
spellcasters.
Yeah, okay. I don't like that. It's fascinating.
Although most of us cast spells too, so that would be an
Well,
interesting trade-off.
The placement would be, yeah.
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 What's the range? The
Um,
range is 120. Jesus, okay.
Wow.
And it says ritual. It can be cast as a regular. It's just one action. so.
Yeah, right, okay, yeah.
Now I'm also taking a feat, which is enhancing my powers of observation.
Ooh.
So I get
His
+1.
little extendo eyes.
Yeah.
His eye- Yep.
His eyes start glowing. You
Taking
can't
that.
tell if he's about to kill someone or observe real hard.
Or observe.
It could be either one.
I'm upping my
Speaking of
wisdom
eyes,
by 1, so I get a 16. And then I'll get a +5 to passive perception and investigation.
Shouldn't your DC be higher then? Don't you use wisdom?
My DC?
Your your saving throw that other people have to save against?
Yeah, now it's higher. I haven't entered in the 16 yet.
Oh, okay.
It'll be higher by 1.
Nice.
Should it be higher
Oh.
than that?
I see. No, yeah, you're right. 16 makes it a 13.
Yeah, because it's 8 plus.
Two
Wisdom
plus,
plus-
it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your
Yeah.
wisdom, yeah. Okay.
So Yes, now it'll be even harder for them to roll slightly higher than a 10.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. That's a whole arsenal of useful spells.
Awesome.
Would you like to take your 5?
I would again like to take my 5. Give that a +7, so now I have a 31.
Nice.
So, if anyone gets behind or
Thank
in
God
front
no
of
one
us,
can hit you.
Yes. Thanks to my super high armor class, that no one ever gets above.
It hasn't happened before. Very cool.
In fact, I dare the next enemy to strike me down.
Try it.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that's captured on a couple recordings where Chris was very happy about his AC and dared me to hit him in the very next
Yes.
one, a critical hit or something. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah. I remember that happening too.
I wrapped myself in those memories.
Heather, what is Bryce's doing at level 4?
A couple things. So my whole screen just went black.
I heard you say a couple things.
So just
Yeah.
so you know, that makes my passive perception 18.
God damn.
Wow. You should notice everything.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I don't think there's much that
Tim's
you...
eyes will be constantly glowing,
Yeah. Just eyes
ready
in
to
the dark.
kill.
Okay. So my stuff came back.
Okay,
Fun.
cool.
So I get the ability score improvement. So I decided to up 2 of mine by 1. So I
Okay.
upped my dexterity from 15 to 16 and my wisdom from 11 to 12, which gave both of those a +1 and now a +3.
Okay.
That way I get maybe some partially better dexterity initiative rolls. That might help.
Yeah.
Armor class too.
Yeah, it made my armor class go up by 1.
Nice.
Woohoo! I'm slightly less squishy. And then I also got to learn a new cantrip, which I took Mage Hand. That seems like it'd be pretty useful.
Seems appropriate.
Yep.
Our rogue got a lot of use out of that last game.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's give it to a slightly psychotic tiefling sorcerer who knows what's going to happen.
Yep.
And then the new spell that I learned was Blindness Deafness, which
Oh.
it makes me select a target before it lets me cast it. So, I'll have to pick that. But it's basically I can blind or deafen a foe if they fail a Constitution saving throw. So,
Blind or deafen. Okay.
Yeah.
That seems useful. Okay.
and it lasts for a whole minute.
Wow.
And then I decided to forget mage armor and take shield instead. So that seemed
Okay.
Like a
The more
pretty good idea.
the more immediate of the
Shield
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Always
I
take
like-
shield over mage armor.
I liked the fact that I could just turn on mage armor and it would last basically the entire session no matter what, unless we like slept. So, and I didn't have to expend a first level spell slot, but now I've got a couple more, so I decided to switch it.
It doesn't have the same savior factor that shield does.
Yeah. So, because I have a feeling
forgot.
that. Oh, go ahead.
Nice.
Let me do something after she's done.
Okay.
I forgot one of my spells.
Heather, I believe. Okay, you need to roll your hit die for us, please. Four. That's what you would have got anyway.
Yep. That's just the 4, right?
Yeah. So
23
four-
hit points for me.
Well,
Plus your-
you had your con modifier.
Oh, no. 24 hit points for me.
There you go.
I'm so squishy. This is why I hide in the back.
Okay, yeah. You're the squishiest, but not by a lot. Like you're
Yeah.
all kind of close.
This is why I hide in the back.
Just like our ranger, for the same reason.
Yeah, the exact same reason. And Eric, what is Kazan doing? Or no, I'm sorry. Tim had another spell he wanted to tell us about.
Yes. For aid.
Aid.
AIDS.
Increase your max hit points by 5 for 8 hours.
Ooh.
Do you throw leeches at them? Because
I give each person a pet leech.
Negative leech.
Does the leech vomit health onto them?
that's
that works.
right.
Do those count as temporary hit points, or? No, it just says current and max hit point. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
For that time,
actually.
increase hit points.
I mean, it's temporary up to 8 hours, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's a big
but-
difference between hit points and temporary hit points, though, because temporary hit points they can't overlap other ones, and my spell like adds temporary hit points.
This look. Well,
But this does not mention temporary hit points; just says current and max hit points.
Yep. That's all it says
Alright.
in the book.
That's cool.
yeah, because it also increases your maximum hit points by 5. So it's not temporary.
That's-
It's just a temporary buff to your max hit points.
It's gonna be tricky to keep track of.
So it's a temporary hit point buff
Okay.
that doesn't increase your temporary hit points.
Yes.
Right. That's exactly
you.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a buff to your hit points.
Alright.
Which I mean, it's pretty much just you get 5 health points, and if that takes you above your maximum, you can just type the above the maximum number in. Unless you get healing that then takes you above your max. We'll figure it out.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, always keep that sucker up. I like that a lot.
Okay, Kazan, what are you doing at level 4? There you go.
Alright, so same thing at level 4. I get the ASI or the feat. I'll be taking the feat, and I'm going to be taking Polearm Master. Since I've been using a glaive as my packed weapon. Whenever I take the attack action and attack with my packed glaive, I can use a bonus action to make an additional melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon. With the damage is only a D4. But it is like main attack, and then there's the blunt end. There's a bonus action.
Okay, yeah.
Also, while I'm wielding my packed weapon, other creatures provoke an attack of opportunity from me when they enter my reach. So as soon as a creature gets within 10 feet of me, I get a free hit on them with my reaction.
Nice, within 10 feet. You're gonna have
That's
to remember that, because I don't know
Yeah,
that I will.
my glaive is a 10
That's-
foot range.
That's
so.
interesting. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
And then I get another cantrip, and I picked Friends. It's
Aww.
It's another social skill I can use. It just gives me advantage on charisma checks, and then when it's over, the person knows I magicked them, and they get pissed at me.
Oh.
So perhaps I could combine that with Disguise Self and turn it into some interesting situations.
Okay.
I also have friends as a social skill in real life. I'm not very good at it.
They also get hostile to me, and sometimes prone to violence.
You manipulated
Hey.
me.
You've been talking to us for over an hour.
And finally, I get another spell, and I chose a second level spell, Detect Thoughts, which is
Goddamn.
a long,
That fills up the
and
entire
crazy
thing.
spell.
All right.
yeah. Essentially, I cast it on, and I can read the thoughts of creatures around me. They only get a saving. I get to learn surface thoughts first, and then if I want to probe deeper into their mind, then they can roll a saving throw. And if they fail, then I know more shit. I gain insight into their reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Okay.
And then at that point, they know I'm probing their mind.
Okay.
And they
If
can
you-
use their
if you-
intelligence check against my
Exactly.
intelligence check to end it. I can also, it's a concentration spell, so I can keep it going and technically mind probe multiple people while I've got it up, as long as they haven't ended it. And I can also use the spell to just detect minds, but that seems kind of weird because it's still only a 30-foot range,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and 2 feet of rock stops it. So I don't know in what scenario we would have to use detect thoughts to detect a creature. So mostly I'm thinking it's going to be useful for like interrogation and social situations.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
I picked my third spell.
Did you? Well, let Kazan roll his hit die first, then we'll go to your spell. Roll your D8. 6. All right, take that 6.
6 plus 2
Take
is
it and
8.
you be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 8. What does that take you to?
35.
35. Okay.
And what's our highest then? Is Raymond
You
37?
and Raymond are really close. So highest to lowest is Halfred's 37. You're 35, Kazan. Tim is 31. Corinne is 27, and Bryce's is 24.
Cushy.
It's not a huge range. I mean, I guess that
It'll get bigger as
it'll
we
get bigger.
As we,
Yeah, but
yeah.
All right. Halfred, what spell
It's
did
one
you
we're
choose?
all familiar with and love.
Great.
Fog Cloud.
Okay, that's a fun one.
Yep, DM's ate that spell.
I'll have to reread the house rules whenever it comes up because I don't remember what the house rules were on it.
Feel free to come up with your own.
Let the debates begin.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
He's mimicking Wombat Man.
Yep.
And we did long rest, correct?
You did long rest. So everybody has full spell points, hit points, all that jazz.
All right.
Okay.
Go talk to Morak.
Yeah, you all wake in the morning. You can hear outside the inn already. You can hear people at work still clearing rubble away and pinning back up boards and setting up temporary walls and houses that were destroyed and stuff like that. You come downstairs of the inn and you see that even though the inn has 2 giant boulders in it, they've destroyed large chunks of it. They've set up a table, and Morak's at the table drinking a cup of coffee. And he calls over to you. Yeah.
That's right.
It's coffee, I said. He calls you over to the table and has you pull up chairs.
I'm going to need some of that, Morak.
Yeah. Of course. Coffee for all. He sits you all down, and he says, first things first, your reward. And he plops down a pouch on the table. It says, Lady Nandar's emergency fund. I'm not sure if this is how she would have wanted to use it, but if this doesn't qualify as an emergency, I don't know what does. You guys, inside
I think you need to use this to rebuild your town. How much money is here?
It's 100 gold. It's all Lady Nandar had set aside for an emergency such as this. But to be honest with you, we'd all be dead if it weren't for you folks. So, I see it as money well spent.
Why, thank you very much. Then.
Snatch. Yeah.
Are you snatching off the table? Because Kazan is like,
Yep.
Okay.
It's already
The
been
house
divided.
always wins. The house always wins.
Is that what she says as he takes the pouch? You're so
That's-
more
That's
Morak-
the
Morak's house,
tattoo he
isn't it?
sees right on the inside of her hand.
Okay.
It's like on both hands. It says the house always wins.
Marek says, you can take that as your reward, as well as the armor that you found upstairs. He glares at Alfred. You can consider that a reward as well.
Thank you, Morak, for your generous.
Bryce's
generosity.
hands back, Halfred's share.
As you can see, we've gotten underway, cleaning back up the town.
Wait, so are we adding the gold in?
Yeah. 20 gold apiece if you all are dividing it equally. It'll be a while before the town is truly up and running again. I sent a messenger.
Yazin will pass half his share, so 10 gold, back to him and say, use this to fucking help rebuild your town, dude.
Aw, that was nice. I might keep my gold.
Harper looked away from this transaction.
This is like the tipping scene at the beginning of Reservoir Dogs. It's like,
yeah,
I want my money.
becomes a discussion. He tries to do it like non,
Okay.
you know, just like kind of to the side.
I appreciate it, sir.
Full sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Can I mage hand the gold away from him?
God damn it.
Everyone would see it, but you could.
Tim just awkwardly stares at this transaction the entire time, being as close as possible to it.
What's going on? His eyes glow.
Ready to kill.
That's right. I sent a messenger to Waterdeep to relay the information of exactly what happened here. I assume that they, despite what the guards were hoping, I assumed that Waterdeep had no idea what was going on here. I left in the goblins and the cloud giants and the Zentarum. I left out the dragon. Honestly, I haven't told any of the villagers about that either. I asked the guards not to. It seems like something that would just lower morale a bit too much around here.
Fair enough.
I talked you up as best I could. A bunch of heroes coming in and saving the day. That's good for morale. The
Thanks for
Waterdeep.
painting targets on our backs.
Yeah, I mean, villains are going to come for us now.
You didn't
What have
give
you
anyone
done?
our names, did you?
Mark pause a second. Oh,
God damn it.
I hadn't thought of that, to be honest with you.
Morak, who'd you tell? Morak?
Waterdeep.
Is this on Facebook, Morak?
I told the messenger, and he's going to Waterdeep to the Lord's Alliance. So
Alfred.
presumably all of the Lord's Alliance now?
God damn it.
When
I-
did you send this messenger?
For as soon as we got back, so it's been 24 hours now.
Damn it.
How far is the water deep?
3
Give me your fastest
days?
horse. Give me your fastest horse.
I didn't think this would be
The
much of a
messenger took
problem.
the fastest
Yeah,
horse.
the messenger was on horse.
As soon as I get within 600 feet of him, I can shoot him.
No, we're
I-
not shooting messengers.
I don't
That's
like the way
literally-
this
That's a
conversation-
saying. You don't shoot the messenger.
And that's where the saying came from.
Exactly. That messenger specifically spread that saying.
And he's a teenage boy from our village. I mean, gods.
That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's a little concerning for us, but don't worry about it. We'll cross that bridge.
I apologize. I didn't think it'd be an issue. I didn't know you had enemies that you were hiding from.
Who said we're hiding? Why are you making that assumption, Morak?
People who don't want to hide don't mind their name being used.
We don't know what's going on here with the giants, and now the goblin said something about hill giants coming down, grabbing food and trying to get. The goblin horde was only there because they were driven out of their homes by hill giants, and you were driven out of your homes by cloud giants.
I'll get to that in just a moment, lad. That's the second part of this conversation I wanted to have with you. The messenger to the Lord's Alliance will send a new regent. He sort of trails off. They'll reinforcements. They'll take Kella to Bukhar into.
So don't care about your politics.
he's sort of realizing that you guys are getting to the crux of the matter. He says, "Yes, I can tell you all don't care much for the ongoings of Nightstone's status. I'll get to what you were discussing, lad. The giants and what's going on around here. To be honest with you, I don't know. Don't know much of anything. Melantha, though, a halfling woman who was, sadly, her and her husband were crushed in the initial attack. She did." He sort of looks around the room quietly. "Not known to many here in the town, Melantha and her husband were Harper agents. And part of their job while they were stationed here was keeping track of whatever the hell is going on with the giants. You see, this isn't the first attack. This isn't the first incident with giants in the region. The hill giants have been marching through farms, taking everything people own. These damn clouds have been appearing all over the place. We've seen these tall black ones walking around just destroying things and stacking rocks up on each other. Reports from all over have been circulating. We don't know exactly what it means, but Melantha was keeping a ledger for the Harpers. Information that the Harpers were going to use. I don't know for what, to combat whatever was going on, who knows, with the Harpers.
Oh, hey, I found this book, by the way.
The guards had mentioned that, as it were. The script in it is some sort of Harper code, I imagine. So, on to the slightly more delicate part of what I have to discuss with you. I have a request. I don't know exactly what Melantha has written in that book, but I know that it is valuable to the Harper organization. I don't know much about the Harpers, but I know that she reported to a gentleman named Thwip well into the north. I don't know where he is either, but what I do know is that Melantha and her husband had a daughter named Beldora, lives in Bryn Shander, also a Harper agent. So if I could make a request, you might want to take that ledger to her daughter, and hopefully she'd be able to direct you to this Thwip or whoever in the Harpers might make use of this information and might help us out of whatever the hell is going on down here.
So Melantha is dead?
She is.
She was, okay. So
She
this
was
book
crushed.
belonged to her. She was a Harper agent.
I believe you pulled it out of her house.
Okay, just making sure. So we also found her cat, I think.
You did! Trilix is alive, is he?
Hey, he's got a name.
Halfred, you don't. We haven't mentioned the cat since you left Nightstone. The cat didn't leave Nightstone, but when you came back, we'll say it came back around and is sort of hanging around you. And
Why does it like it? They get food?
you gave it food and you did some animal handling and made a connection.
Oh, nice.
Made the bond.
Perhaps you might then take Trilix to Beldora. I know that part of what I'm asking you to do is to go to a woman and tell her that her mother is dead. And father, I suppose. Might be hard news. Perhaps giving the girl the family cat will alleviate the emotion? I don't know.
How old is
Yeah.
the daughter?
Must be in her late 20s, I suppose. Melantha
Human?
wasn't...
They're all humans?
They're halflings.
Halflings, okay.
Melantha and her husband weren't young people. To be honest, I assume Beldora looks late 20s, just based on Melantha and the other one looking possibly in their 50s. I don't exactly know halfling ages that well.
I can tell you. How old do you think I am?
It's a carnival game.
How old does Halford look?
Tell you what, I'll give you 2-to-1 odds that you don't get within 10 years.
What are we betting?
We're betting the gold that you just got.
That's a lot of my 10 gold here. I'll put 2 on the table that says.
You got it.
How old does Halford look?
Looks his age.
I don't know what that means. How old is Halford?
Hey, Morak's got a guess.
Well,
first.
hold on. Out of game. This is not me being Morak. As DM, how old is Halford?
This could affect Morak's guess.
It won't. You'll have to make a roll or something.
Can't click it. He's 110.
And what is that in halfling years?
Like a little over half the lifespan.
Okay, so he's a middle-aged dude.
Let's do like a investigation or something.
He's gonna roll insight to see if he can figure it out. Are you 50 maybe?
Oh, I thank you.
I don't know.
Crisis
halfling
just
ages.
reaches her hand out and takes
Yeah,
the 2
yeah,
gold.
the 2 gold is gone.
Okay.
Would you
was
like
the talk?
double or nothing? Would you like double or nothing from my other friends here?
Alright, I think I've done enough betting over breakfast today.
This is why me wife left me.
So
Kazan
what
puts his
just
hand.
happened was that Kazan was altruistic enough to just give him back 10
Yes.
gold, and then Bryce is just like
Cajoled him.
Conned him
to
out
bet
of
it
2
away.
more.
him.
That's role playing, baby. Kazan's gonna put his hand. Kazan's gonna put his hand on that book and say, "Would the daughter recognize this book? Does she know what her mom was doing with reporting giants and stuff?"
I would assume so. Melantha was in pretty good contact with her daughter, I understand. And Eldora herself is a Harper agent. I assume they teach them whatever the scribble is in that book.
Okay. How far away is the town that she lives in?
That's where this becomes a bit of an ask. It's a solid 600-700 miles, depending on which roads you choose to take. It'll be about a month of travel.
Oh boy, this is an
Holy
adventure.
I'd say the easiest way is straight up the Sword Coast through Waterdeep and.
This is already the farthest Tim's ever been in his entire life.
Probably. Who knows?
Can you switch us to the map and show us? I'm
Sure,
interested to see.
Yeah.
Tim probably doesn't.
So you guys are currently in Nightstone, which is here. If you zoom the map all the way out, or not all the way out, because then you can't read anything. If you scroll all the way to the top, there is Bryn Shander.
Oh, holy cow. We're going to need a wagon with some good horses.
So it says the quickest path is straight up the Sword Coast, Waterdeep, through Thornhold, through Leylon, through Neverwinter, Port Last, through all the major cities. Probably.
Good lord, that's an Icewind Dale. Holy shit.
Yes, it is. It's part of 10 Towns. The Icewind Dale community.
They made a whole game about that. All right, we get to travel up the most notorious fucking path in this area, which is the damn Sword Coast. Through every major city of the region, basically.
Yes, that's that's what I'm asking of you. Yes.
You don't have a bunch of griffins in the stables or something, do you? Because
we don't. We do, however, have some horses left over from the Zentarum occupiers.
Oh, I love horses. They're quite delicious when you're hungry.
Tim,
Sir.
Yeah, I mean, we could maybe take them to get to Waterdeep, but then we're gonna want a fucking like wagon or something. I'm not riding a goddamn horse 600 miles.
Aye.
Also, Kazin's probably he might have ridden a horse. I don't know.
Once or twice in his life.
Yeah, he was actually brought up pretty well, so he probably ridden a horse.
Bryce just looks at him and goes, "Uh."
Well, that is a far way to go to follow this little mystery.
It's all I know to do, to be honest with you. I suppose you could go to some other town and just sort of hunt around for a Harper agent. That will hopefully be helpful.
That sounds much more logical at this point. Surely there's a Harper agent in every single one of these major towns.
You could try that. I would guess it'd be a bit more dangerous. The Harpers keep themselves and their identities fairly secretive. But to be honest, once you leave the Nightstone gates, I don't know what you'll do with the book or your time or what have you. It's up to you. But this is what I'm requesting.
Well, we appreciate the information. And I don't know, I turned to the party and said like, well, I guess we should at least make it to Waterdeep. That's the biggest town. It's a city. And I guess figure out if we can't find a Harper agent, maybe get more information on the giant thing, and I guess head that way. It's a long way to go.
Yep.
By horse back, it is about a 3-week trip.
Yeah, I'd rather find
a
a
horse.
Yeah, I'd rather find
Without-
a fucking wagon at
Without
least.
a horse, or by foot, it's about a month trip, but...
I want a fucking caravan that we can like sleep in.
Yeah, looks like this is the end of our journey, fellas.
All right.
Goodbye,
We
everybody.
saved the town of Nightstone.
The end.
Let's spend our winnings and go on our separate ways. That is a cool map.
Yes, lots of stuff on this map.
I can't believe we have to go this far already. Jesus.
I would like to say that a horse can go up to 40 miles a day.
Uh-huh.
Is that written somewhere? Oh,
Google.
oh. I thought it said 30. Well, it's not. If it's 40, it's not as long as I told you then.
30 to 40. I mean, you really have to work the horse. It has to like get
Oh,
buffed.
okay, right, yeah. So it'll be 30 a day by horseback if you're just going at a standard pace. You can push a horse to go 40 a day. That's like your you get less
Like
perception.
switching horses every city or something.
Yeah.
Or you would probably use twice the rations to feed your horses, and you might wear them out going every day that way.
Feed the old horses to the new horses.
That's right. But a horse just going at a comfortable pace, being fed normally, will go 30 miles a day. On foot,
We take a boat?
I suppose you could. Waterdeep has all sorts of. It's got a dock.
I would imagine it's on the fucking water. Would that be faster to take a goddamn boat up the Sword Coast?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not much
It's,
not much of a seafaring one myself.
Fire
Be more comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Well, let's go to Waterdeep and we'll figure out if we can take a boat or a caravan or something.
Imagine
Yeah.
how much chafing would go on when you have to ride a horse for 20 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be rough. All right. He gives you all horses. I'm not going to go back to the Nightstone map, but unless do you guys have stuff you want to do in Nightstone before you leave? It's morning right now. You could. I mean, they don't have a shop anymore.
I'd like to visit the armory.
There is no armory.
We can't sell any of the stuff we got, or Can Halfred buy any arrows or get any arrows?
If you ask Morak, he says, yeah, of course. We collected what was left over from the Zentarum and the goblins and every other dead thing in this place. We found some arrows. Stored them away here. You can have, well, maybe not all of them. We would like to keep some semblance of arms before Waterdeep sends reinforcements.
For what? Have you seen your people?
Listen, I know we're not in good shape right now. our drawbridge doesn't even come up right now, but hopefully within the next 3 or 4 days, Waterdeep will send reinforcements and a new regent, and we'll have management again.
You're better off not having anything worth stealing.
Roll a persuasion check, Alfred.
What is he trying to get?
All the arrows.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a 1, yeah. All right. I think you're going to use your new
I
feat.
am lucky. Hold on.
All right.
Boom.
Okay.
He farted, but then he whistled really beautifully.
That's right.
Bryce just goes over and just high fives Halfred.
I suppose you're right. I mean, it's not like from what the guard said, it's not like they were of any use in a real combat situation anyway. And you've taken me armor, so I don't know exactly what we do with these arrows. Sure, you can have them all. What do I care?
Thank you.
There are 22 arrows.
Thank you.
Wow.
Just
More
piled,
accolade up on himself.
22 arrows just piled up in a corner with like almost a dozen short bows that the goblins were wielding. But they're all pretty crude and no one really wants to use them, so they're just in a corner.
I'll give you back those 2 gold pieces. That
Aye.
price.
Fair recompense. Thank you. That makes even more sense.
That's probably more than what you were
Yeah.
buying the arrows in Waterdeep.
All right. Anything?
Oh, sorry. Did I give you gold piece? I meant silver piece.
Little sleight of hand in there.
Yeah. Right, looks at his palm like, he's your silver. Okay. Pockets him.
Just kidding. It's 2 gold.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do in Nightstone?
If I can't get Morak to guess anyone else's age, then
You already did that trick once.
Kazan will ask about Daphne and make sure she's okay.
He says, yes, she slept the night in the keep. We formed a sort of makeshift fix for the bridge. Not really much more than a bunch of boards tied together, but it'll work. She was very close to Lady Nandar, you see. She was her handmaiden for quite a while. If you couldn't tell, Lady Nandar was quite loved here in the town. It's a bit of a loss to have her be gone. Everyone's a bit trepidatious of a new regent coming into town, and what they might be like.
Yeah, nobody likes getting a new boss.
Indeed. But alas, Nightstone is part of the Lord's Alliance, and as such, they'll send a new lord to govern us. But she'll be fine. We'll find work for her if the new regent doesn't need her as a handmaiden.
All right, Morak. Well, don't call us.
Not
we'll be back
familiar
for a
with that.
delivery fee later.
Hopefully, you can rebuild your town and not piss your pants every time it's a cloudy day.
I hope so. All right. You all take the horses, pack up your belongings on the horses, and set out. We will actually come down to Nightstone here. So each day by horse. I assume you guys want to travel. I mean, you guys can. So the rules are, I'll just tell you. Well, we already covered them actually. At a standard pace, you guys can go 30 miles a day on horseback. If you're
is that like one hex on here?
One hex is 10 miles. So Waterdeep is just over a day away. On horseback.
Okay.
How much does a Warforged weigh?
It's probably a bit. You might not be able
Probably
to push your horse very hard.
You need the biggest of horses.
Yeah.
That horse is sagging.
Does Tim know how to ride a horse?
I doubtful.
Tim didn't even know what a horse was. He was fixing to eat that thing.
That's true. Yeah. So it just sits awkwardly on top of the horse then.
Yeah, we had to like click him into place. Just told him to hang on.
Lash him to the saddle.
Basically.
Alright. So you guys...
He's probably either terrified or laughing maniacally.
You all make it about 5 miles out of Nightstone on horse.
Not very far.
Not very far. It's you reach the crossroads where the road to Nightstone meets the main road. Or you don't even make it that far because each of these hexes is 10 miles. 5 would be half that. So you've long lost sight of Nightstone, but you have not come anywhere close to the main road that goes between Waterdeep and Daggerford.
Still on a road though, right? There's a road that goes.
There's a
between
road.
Okay.
There's a road. So what happens is there's a main road,
Yeah.
fairly well maintained, that goes between Waterdeep
Highway.
and Daggerford. A highway, yeah. And there's a side road that's about 8-9 miles long that goes out from there, that branches off towards Nightstone. So you're on that side road right now.
Turn here for luxurious bat caves and yeah,
And goblin invaders, yes.
goblin and nearby goblin forest.
Yes.
Tourist trap.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 miles out, you guys cross over a hill, and go down. Amazing.
That's his 5th gasp already. We haven't hit the road yet. He's
Dude.
never seen the ocean. He's gonna flip his shit. Don't look at the horizon.
Oh God, Tim just malfunctions.
Yeah. I keep falling forward.
You make it to the bottom of the hill, and what you see coming over the next hill, at first you think it's a giant cloud,
Oh shit.
but
Bug?
as it comes over the hill, you see that it's an enormous tower floating on a billowy cloud 1,000 feet overhead.
Oh shit.
The tower
That's probably not good.
The tower must
Tall
be
fog.
hundreds of feet tall, and its spire looks strangely like a pointy wizard's hat. Kazan, you immediately recognize this tower.
Oh shit.
The tower drifts closer and comes within a few hundred yards of where you guys are standing, and stairs made of clouds begin to form underneath it and descend towards you, until they land pretty close to where you all are on horseback now. So now there is, directly on the road in front of you, there is a stair cloud leading up to this tower.
Kazan's going to stare at it for a long time and then finally like snap out of it and gauge the other's reaction for a moment.
What is everybody's reaction to this? Those of you who don't recognize the cloud tower.
So,
Wide-eyed.
do clouds always
Hey.
get this tall?
Wonder how much loot they have in there.
I'm just very alert and on guard and ready to fight.
All right. Kazan?
Kazan's gonna let a wide grin spread on his face, and kind of chuckle to himself, and be like, "Oh, all right, well, yeah. So I actually know a cloud giant. I have not seen him in some time, but that tower belongs to Zephyros, whom I actually owe much of my second half of my upbringing to. He found me afflicted by the awakened mind and brought me to the monastery of the Mind's Eye. And I spent a few weeks aboard his floating tower, and he's nice and kind of weird. And I had not seen him since. I don't know how long has this actually been since I've seen this guy?
A decade. It's because he probably dropped you off when you were like 12 or 13, and you're in your mid-20s now.
Yeah.
So it's been a little over a decade.
Yeah. He was my Hagrid, basically, except he did not go to the school with me.
He just dropped you off.
He just dropped me off. So yeah, and I'm gonna be like, and I was very concerned when I saw cloud giants throwing rocks on the town, or I didn't see that, but when I heard about that, because in my experience, cloud giants are friendly wizards who take you where you need to go. Since he's here, I'm hoping he might be able to give us some answers, but in the very least, we can ride in his bitchin' floating castle. And this is way better than taking bullshit horses. Do these stairs accommodate the horses, or do we just need to send the horses on his way? Because Cadden's ready to leap off and just run up the stairs.
The horses won't walk up the cloud stairs.
Alright. Kazan absently almost forgets his horse and then jumps off of it, and then I don't know what to do with this horse.
You can all just leave the horses down there if you want.
I'm sure they'll be murdered by goblins or
eaten by wolves, something.
Eaten by wolves. This world's pretty dangerous. Maybe they'll find their way back to Nightstone. I don't know. We got just far enough where they probably won't, but taking belongings off the horse. But I'm gonna tell everybody this. Assuming Zephyros is still in charge of this castle, he's a good dude. We should go in there.
All right. Is everybody?
I've never said no to a giant cloud castle.
It's a good attitude, Tim.
I don't think
You're getting a lot of firsts.
Either.
All right. So is everybody abandoning their horses and walking up the stairs?
Sure.
I'm pretty certain my horse probably ran off as soon as I jumped off of it anyway, so.
Yeah, if you guys don't tie up these horses, you make a few steps up the stairs, and the horses just sort of trot away. They just sort of walk off into the fields.
Good luck, horses.
Nope.
The DM just dropped a floating castle in our laps. We're taking that.
You walk up the cloud stairs.
Ooh, soft.
Yes. And you make it to their edge.
Is all of this familiar? Nothing looks
everything
too different? Okay.
Everything looks to you what you remember it to be.
Because Kazan right now is not on guard at all. He's assuming everything's hunky-dory.
Yeah. There's a large wooden door in front of you.
Oh yeah, can we take a break real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Before you guys go into Zephyros's tower.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. We will be back shortly. coming back. All right, so you all find yourselves standing on a large cloud in front of a giant tower, hundreds of feet tall. And before you is a huge wooden door, possibly sized for a giant.
How high are they?
The doors?
No, the cloud from the ground.
You're a few hundred feet off the ground by now. The cloud kind of lowered before the stairs started coming down. So you're probably 500 feet from the ground.
Halfred immediately falls prone.
Okay.
Realizes he's afraid of heights.
You didn't know that. Don't go near the edge of the cloud. Yeah, you can, from where you guys are standing right now, you can absolutely see over the edge to the ground below.
Are we moving at all?
Not right now. The cloud is still. The stairs are still there.
Okay. Kazan will walk up to the door and
Bryce is
knock
gonna
on it,
stamp
I
her
guess?
foot and say, "Let's get moving."
You start to knock on it, and when you knock on it, the door just sort of swings open. It was not locked or even latched. It seems to be just a free floating door.
is that normal? Do I know?
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
He doesn't have locks on his doors.
That's right. He lives on a cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
There's not a whole lot of need for.
I'm gonna laugh if this guy's really like a dwarf or something.
You don't know. There's flying creatures in the world. They can hop over. I will step inside and motion the others to follow and.
All right.
Halfred says, "I'll be right there."
Just gotta get-
Bryce is just gonna like drag Halfred.
Come
on, Halfred.
The cloud feels solid underfoot. An open archway leads to an empty vestibule, at the back of which hangs a thin, translucent blue curtain that flaps in the breeze. Beyond the curtain lies a 100-foot-high hexagonal chamber, containing a giant-sized wooden table and stone chair. Dangling from the ceiling by iron chains are 6 crystal spheres, with flame in them that doesn't look like it's coming from any source. But the spheres are keeping the room brightly lit. You can also see, well up into the ceiling, there is a large hole that if you get right under it, you can look straight up into the sky overhead. The hole is where you see the dotted circle.
Right. Are there no stairs at all? It's just the one room?
Yeah, just the one room, no stairs, there's just a hole. You all start to walk in when you see a giant figure float down through the hole. It at first just looks like a mass of robes and cloth floating down, and it floats down through the hole. And you see a cloud giant, tall, bald, a billowing beard comes from his chin that seems to be made of smoke.
Glorious.
He's wearing deep purple robes that sort of swirl about him constantly. He begins speaking in a voice that, to all but 2 of you, just sounds like booming thunder. You can't even understand it. Hold on just a second. Kazan and Halfred, you do understand what he's saying, but before you can even register that he's speaking in the giant language, he begins making some motions with his hands and speaking some words that also to the rest of you sound like booming. And then, and a spell is cast, and he clears his throat. Oh, oh dear. It's been a while since I've had little folk guests. Forget I have to do that every time. I am Zephyros. I wonder, have you small folk seen any cloud giant castles passing through the area?
This one.
Yeah, that's just the one.
Zephyros looks around. Yes, I suppose it is. Any other cloud giant castles?
Well,
Cousin
there's
will
one that
walk-
stole the Nightstone.
Yeah. Kazan will walk up and throw his hood back. And he will actually use his telepathy with Zephyros and say, hello, old friend. I have learned much since you brought me to the Mind's Eye.
Ooh,
It is funny we should meet again now.
you. Yes, you look like someone I used to know. He bends down real close. His eyes look much deeper and sadder and sort of grayer than you remember them. He's aged considerably in the decades since you last saw him.
You look terrible.
You look like the half-elf that I took to the Mind's Eye. What was his name again? And he sort of begins pacing around the room. Surely I remember his name.
Bryce is gonna whisper, "Hey, Kazan, I'll make you a bet. It takes him 5 minutes to remember your name."
He's just pacing back and forth now.
Kazan has a look of concern and sadness on his face.
I'm sure I remember.
Kazan will use his telepathy to incept the name Kazan into his mind, trying to think that he thought of it himself.
Okay, you just put the word Kazan just out there.
Yes,
like
out there, yeah, as if he was like just thinking of it.
Kazan. Yes, of course. Yeah, that was his name. You look just like him.
Yes, it's me, Zephyros. You've found us.
It is you, isn't it? Oh. And he stops and gets real serious look on his face. Kazan. He sort of starts rocking back and forth. Kazan. Yes! The rest of you! What are your names? Quickly! And he points to your guy first. Your name!
My name's Tim.
You! He points to the tiefling.
Who's asking?
It's important, girl! Tell me your name!
Matchy snatchy. Bryces.
Bryce. You, Dragonborn!
Yes, can I help you?
He starts sort of rocking back and forth. What was I? Your name! I need your name!
I'm Corinne of the Great Blue Dragonborn tribe clan.
And you, Halfling!
It's Quill. Peter Quill.
Well, he sort of starts rubbing his temple. That doesn't...
Kazan will
Bryce
send
goes up
a
and just
telepathic
smacks him.
message to Halfred and say, look, it's okay, he's a friend, we need to help him. He might have some answers for us.
My name is Halfred,
Um,
the half elf. I mean, halfling.
Don't confuse him anymore.
he starts walking back and forth through the room, muttering to himself, like, yes, of course. The hybrid returned, the soul without flesh, the hunted by chance, the masterless servant, the listening mind. Yes, you are them. You are the ones. I knew it.
I
Kazan,
think this guy is crazy.
Hold on. Yes, Zephyros.
You will help me.
Okay.
Sure of it. Your names, all of your names, have been spoken on the outer planes, you see.
You recognize these people?
Not by sight, not even necessarily by any measure, but them speaking their names, you see, gives me insight, and I understand that they are known to the outer planes. You all have a destiny.
He's crazy.
Well, certainly things were kind of weird in Nightstone that we kind of got wrapped up in. And you appearing right when we were going to figure out a way to travel really far is also kind of coincidental.
Indeed, isn't it, though? And where were you all going?
We were headed to Waterdeep initially, but our journey may take us as far as Bryn Shandar. Looking for. Look, I'm easy to tell everybody. Like, look, a cloud giant attacked this town. We were traveling to Nightstone to check out the Nightstone. Cloud giants attacked, and one of the Harper agents was reporting on giant activity, and we were looking to follow up on that lead.
Indeed. Bryn Shandar it is, then. And you
Can you take us there?
You suddenly feel the cloud, everything sort of start moving.
Oh, shit. Seatbelts!
Yeah. It's not like you like lose your footing or anything, but you can tell there's movement going on now. Like being in an airplane or something.
Somebody give Halford a Dramamine.
Yeah. Zephyros says, please, make yourselves comfortable. I'll be down a bit later with some dinner, and we can have a proper discussion. And with that, he floats out of the room.
Can you teach us how to do that?
He's pretty high level.
And you're just left in this room. It's just sort of an empty room. Besides the chair and there's a couple statues in the back of giant figures.
Is there a book that says How to Serve Man?
You have to rip the dust off it.
Blow the dust off. Yeah. How to cook for man. So yeah, that dude is looking a little worse for wear than I remember. It has been about a decade since I've seen him last.
He's crazy.
He might. Yeah, I think whatever's going on with the giants might be affecting him or something. But the good news is he's not killing us, so.
That is good news.
I mean, he's not quite as crazy as the others.
You mean there was an odd that he could kill us? Why the hell did you bring us up here?
Odds are anything can kill us.
Especially Tim.
Wait, did Tim just say that?
Is Tim threatening people now?
His eyes glow. Is he being observant or murderous? I can't tell.
A few hours pass. You guys can all just get comfortable. You're able to just set up whatever you want. It's a pretty empty room. But a few
Yasmin will
hours
find
passed.
his favorite spot and meditate in it.
Yeah.
Better ready an attack.
Tim stands perfectly still, ready to attack. But that giant floats down.
You hear, over the course of a few hours, you hear at one point cackling laughter that lasts for like half an hour coming from above and then suddenly dies out.
Like laughter?
And then a few more hours pass and it's starting to get evening now and the figure floats down again.
Cool.
Hello, little ones. I've had time to meditate and look into the beyond. I believe I'm ready for us to have a discussion now.
Please,
Does that mean you
Zephyros,
took your crazy pills?
tell us what's going on. Kazan glares at
Zephyros walks around to sit on this throne and notices Bryces is sitting in it. Somehow she's climbed up into the chair and he just sort of stares at her. That's
Help you?
Bryces, get out of the chair.
that's my chair.
He told me to make myself comfortable.
You did say that.
I suppose I did. Fine, I'll walk. It's better for my heart anyway.
Bryce just stretches back out in the chair.
You have any food, Zephyros?
Of course, food. He floats back up out of the hole again, and
Damn it.
comes
Gone
back
for a
down.
couple hours.
Comes back down a few minutes later, and
I
he's
have brought Taco Bell.
he comes down with a huge wedge of cheese and a huge loaf of bread that are giant-sized, but he puts them on the ground and says, "Please, enjoy yourselves."
Ooh. Good lord.
Food will not be a problem while you reside in the home of Zephyros.
Kazan pats his stomach. Ain't that the truth?
But let's just...
He will be. Kazan is gonna dramatically pull his glowing glaive out of his, I don't know, chest or something, and slice off a hunk of cheese and bread with it.
An interesting use of that ability.
Kazan is never without a serving knife. Actually, he can form it into any shape. He will turn it into a, butter knife.
Okay.
Unless it's a hard cheese, then that's not going to do squat.
It's
Yeah,
the hard
he tries with a butter
cheese.
knife first, and then he gets the giant, steak knife, and then finally a cleaver.
Yeah.
The cheese is just a hacked up mess by the end of it.
Can you bring us some more cheese? That's not.
Cheese is fine.
Of course.
Bryce is
In a moment.
No, it's fine. Start talking, Zephyros.
It's midnight
Gonna-
now.
mage
Tired.
hand myself some cheese and bread.
There you go.
You...
If I get up, the old dude will take my chair.
Nice.
That's probably true.
They just sort of...
The
He's just sort of pacing now as he's talking to you all. What? How familiar are you all with the goings-on of the area?
I mean, I
We're in
think
the
Tim's
sky.
been a forest his whole life, so
Not at all.
I can tell you about
Not
the
at
Bog
all. All right, then. I will take it back a few hundred centuries.
Legion. Okay, wait. Slow your
Excellent.
roll.
Oh,
A few hundred centuries. That's like thousands.
This is
Harper
important.
does the math in his head. Wait a minute.
Well, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. I think I'll sit down and take a listen.
Tim is a
Bryce
natural.
will ask him if he wants to sit in the chair.
No need, I can just stand here. Or wait, is that something humans do? Yeah.
I'm never tired, just like all humans.
I can stand still for hours.
Never blink.
I've never sat in my life.
Are any of you familiar with Astoria?
I don't know, are we?
There's
Story?
you can all roll you can roll a history check if you wanted to see if you know anything about the word Astoria.
God, I hope I failed this so hard.
Nope.
Damn it, Tim. How would you know anything?
I have a -1. I don't
I
know.
don't know anything. I don't care about any of that. Kazan absent-mindedly remembers that while he was doodling in his book, the teacher was saying something
Yeah.
about that.
You and
He
Tim,
drew like a comic book starring this figure. Doesn't know the significance of it.
yeah. You and Tim you know
How is
I don't know.
Tim overheard some
Tim,
politics.
you legit don't know how you know this, but Astoria used to be a wide-ranging giant kingdom when the giants ruled this area. You don't know how you know this information at all. You don't remember anyone telling you this?
Hill giants, cloud giants, tree giants. What are we talking about?
Astoria, you see. It was the kingdom long ago, many centuries ago. The giants ruled all of the Sword Coast. It was a kingdom called Astoria.
Uh-huh.
You all know this.
Astoria,
I can tell.
giants.
All right, let's keep going.
Then, of course, came the Astorian War.
Of course.
When the dragons, jealous of the power the giants wielded in the region, attempted to usurp them. Essentially, they empowered all the little folk to rise up.
When you say empowered,
When you say a little.
Magic weapons. Dragons are capable of all sorts of trickery, you see. There was a great war raged.
how do you feel about Dragonborn?
She's all right. I've heard her name spoken on the Outer Plains.
The Outer Plains social media for giants.
That's right.
Are you posting memes of dragons on there?
We lost that war, sadly, of course. The giants were forced into the solitude that they exist in now. But the important piece of information is the ordning. You all know what the ordning is, don't you?
Do we roll another history
He
check?
doesn't need...
Oh, god damn it. You know, Zephyros, you wouldn't shut up about the ordning while I was here for 3 weeks, or whatever it was.
Let's say that, Kazan, you've heard this spiel before.
I have heard this entire story before.
Yes. He is...
Like, every night before I went to bed, he would tell me the entire goddamn history of the giant people as I
Yeah.
drifted off to sleep with searing migraine pains.
The giants, you see...
I have a -1.
You have a -1, and yet you know this off the top of your head. The giants, having lost the Astorian War, were granted the ordning by Onum, the All-Father, the god and creator of the giant kind.
Kazan starts pantomiming as he's talking. Like, whenever he turns, Kazan like says the exact words as he stuffs his mouth full of cheese.
It is a hierarchy, you see. Giant kind exists one over the other. At the top of the ordning is the storm giants. They are by far the most powerful. They are the most benevolent and wise of the giants. Then, of course, my tribe, the cloud giants, with our intelligence and cunning, and so on and so forth. I have a book if you'd like to read it.
Don't read the book. It's so boring.
Did you write it?
I did not. I gathered in my travels.
That means he stole it.
What, from other cloud societies?
The point, of course,
Cloud
is
library.
that the ordning keeps the giants in
Oh,
line.
the cloud.
You see.
Yeah, it's the cloud. Damn it, I missed that joke. That was a good one.
I thought you were making that joke.
No. I was picturing an actual library built on top of a cloud.
The ordning keeps the giants in line, and at the very head of the ordning is King Hecaton.
Kazan telepathically tells everyone, alright, basically giants have a caste system, and certain giants rule over the other ones, which is kind of terrible, but works for them, I guess. And generally, the stupider and more brutish giants are at the bottom, which I think is... Help me out, DM. What's the bottom?
If you're asking Zephyros, he'll tell you.
No, I assume with my check, I know all the giant shit, so I'm telling them what the... But go ahead.
You
continue.
know that at the top is storm giants, then cloud giants, then fire giants, then ice, then stone, and then hill giants.
Oh, okay.
That's the order of
Okay.
the ordning. And at the top of the ordning is King Hecaton, the ruler of the storm
Bless you.
giants. Yes, thank
Now-
A storm king, would you say?
you. I would.
Where did cave trolls fit in all this?
Trolls, ogres, ettins, they're all considered lesser giant kind. They're not really part of the ordning. Mindless brutes, let's say.
They're capable of love.
The issue, of course, is
Only homosexual, apparently, so they're dying off.
I might also possibly be actually dead because I dropped a mushroom back where the pups were.
maybe. Of course, in the last year, the last few months or so, I suppose, the ordning, which all of us giants can feel, has shattered. I don't know why, but King Hekachon is no longer...
Bless you.
Excuse me?
I had to bless you.
Oh, yes, thank you. I didn't know I sneezed. King Hekachon
Bless you.
and the Storm Giants...
Don't tease the old man.
No one can reach them, and the ordning is shattered, you see. And the giants can sense it. And it's, for lack of a better word, chaos. I don't know what's happening, but the giants are left to their own devices. And say what you will about our kind, we can be rather, what's the word? Violent,
Kleptomaniacs?
imperialistic, and cruel is another good word.
Kleptomaniacs.
Perhaps. What I am trying to do is
Genocidal?
find out why the
Murderous.
the ordning has shattered. Murderous, yes, indeed.
Wait, so the ordning is like a physical thing?
Yeah, your cast. You felt your caste system disintegrate.
Yes, of course. Our caste system was passed down to us by our god, you see. And Onum, the lord and creator of all giants, ruled that King Hekachon
Bless you.
be the protector of that ordning. And he is quite obviously not anymore. Because his presence is no longer felt. The ordning is no longer felt.
Has Hecaton always ruled the giants?
For the last few centuries, it was his father before him.
Okay.
What's his
How long
father's
do they live?
Giants live for a few centuries.
Okay. Possibly he just died of natural causes then.
Well, if so, the mantle of protector of the ordning would have passed to his successor. But that hasn't happened, you see.
So why didn't you go to him?
They have cut themselves off. The storm giants have secluded themselves, and we don't know why.
So y'all were part of this like Protoss style like force thing, and now it's just shattered.
Indeed. And my fear is that each of the giant tribes believes that they can position themselves at the top of the ordning. The competition that might engender, you see, would be very bad for the Sword Coast. And I believe that is exactly what is happening right now.
Yeah, because well, that still doesn't explain why cloud giants would bomb a city. Aren't they already at the top?
Cloud giants are second, underneath storm giants.
Oh, storm giants. There's a difference between storm and cloud. Okay.
There are. I will go ahead and give you guys a handout.
Yes.
Ooh, he's got pamphlets.
So I got pamphlets.
Handout? Alfred takes one.
Did you guys all get that?
Teach me more about your giant religion.
That's right. Let you read that.
Cloud, fire, ice, stone, and hill. Oh yeah, we heard about hill giants were like stealing food and trying to raise armies.
That would make some sense. The hill giants believe that power is gained through size, and they rather think that eating increases their power. So perhaps they are trying to...
Kazan stops eating cheese. Suddenly very self-conscious.
I believe that the giants are... the giant tribes are attempting to reach the top of the ordning, each in their own fashion. I do not know exactly what that entails, but I know that it means violence for the Sword Coast. In the worst case scenario, the giants push their luck too far, and we have another Astoria all again, and they wipe us out for good.
What? Us? You're a giant.
Exactly! I don't believe that the giants can actually contend with the entirety of the Sword Coast. There aren't enough of us in existence. But if the giants continue to attack and fight the Sword Coast denizens, then the little ones, you folk, will eventually raise up arms, raise up armies. We've seen what that does.
So the giants aren't actually fighting each other right now? They're just all, like, bolstering their forces?
That's the general theory. I suppose they probably wouldn't mind attacking each other at this point. But I believe that they are attempting to gather strength and prove themselves in the face of Onum, our god.
So you're saying we need to go talk to the dragons and get them to put things in line?
That might turn out badly for giant kind as well.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm just trying to figure out where King Hecaton is, why the ordning is shattered, and put it back in place. It is the only way giant kind will survive. It is the only way that the Sword Coast will be spared from the violence of another Asturian war.
Do you have any leads on where the storm giants hang out?
I've looked into my ball into the outer planes so many times, and each time I think I see, and his eyes sort of, you can see his eyes sort of look off into the distance, and he shakes his head eventually, and I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I need,
Giant balls.
I
don't
need
think
to sleep. I
don't think looking at that orb is not doing you any good.
I feel, yes, I must sleep. I will bid you all adieu and speak to you in the morn.
Wait, where's this? Where are we headed?
Where are we headed? I feel... He sort of rubs his temple a little bit. We were heading north, right? Correct? Bryn Shander, yes. You asked to go to Bryn Shander. That is where we're going.
Okay.
Where can we sleep?
How long does it take us to get there?
Oh, well, from where we are now, week and a half, 2 weeks, I suppose.
Even above this thing? Can't crank the juice up?
I'll see what I can do. We are on a cloud. It's not exactly speed. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll bring food in the morn. And he floats back up out of the hole.
Okay. We are trapped here.
You are essentially trapped here, yes. You guys can set up camp, like, in the room. The lights that are in the chandeliers brighten and dim with daylight and nighttime. So it sort of makes it easy to go to sleep at night. The next day, however...
Like a fish tank.
Like a fish tank. The next day, Zephyros does not come down, though. And you hear nothing from upstairs.
He's dead.
Another day passes.
Got a cloud attack in his sleep.
Yes. Are you guys doing anything while you're hanging out in this room on this cloud?
I am
Yes.
staring straight ahead.
It's unnerving.
This is essentially like downtime travel activities that you could be doing because there's nothing going on.
Probably just
Offering to teach Tim how to play poker.
Okay.
throwing hunks of food at Tim.
Tim's eyes have stopped glowing for a while. They don't know he's actually asleep and
Exactly.
unresponsive to all this.
Another day
Cheese
passes.
is probably starting to smell pretty ripe.
Another day passes and Zephyros does come down. And he offers to take away the food and bring down fresh food, and he does. It's bread and cheese again.
I start cutting it out.
He doesn't talk to you much. He doesn't even really seem to recognize you when he comes down. He just
Stop looking in that globe, old man.
and he goes back up again. Another 2 days pass, and you guys don't see Zephyros.
No offense, guys, but I am sick of
Right
looking
now,
at y'all.
What
Oh my
you
gosh.
what you do here though is
Mostly meditates.
Halfred, you take a walk outside, and you see coming towards you a flock of what you think at first are birds. And then as they get closer and closer, you realize that they are not birds. They are, in fact, some sort of giant bird. And as they get even closer, you see riders on them. And you recognize them as giant vultures riding in towards the cloud.
Kazan, how friendly are cloud giants and vultures
You see riders on these vultures, too.
and riders? Maybe
Riders?
maybe they want some bread and cheese. Is it tea
Maybe.
time?
Do you see Zephyros out there anywhere? I don't know if he's expecting any more guests.
You do not see Zephyros anywhere.
Tim, we need your eyeballs.
Just eyeballs.
Just the eyeballs. I need you to stare out there and to see what you can see about these guys as they're approaching.
They're getting rapidly closer and closer. Tim, you can roll a perception check to see what you see.
Well, that is
They're
They're going
Okay.
faster than us, and we do not have access to the accelerator.
You see 9
Super ass.
giant vultures coming at you, and on each one is a rider. You can't quite make out faces. You can see a lot of them are wearing helmets, weird shaped helmets, but that's all the details you can make out.
Can you tell if they're armed?
No, because the riders, you can just see the rider's head over like the vulture's body. And they are coming closer and closer.
We could shoot them while we can, but I have no idea if these guys are good or bad.
Can we not check in on the cloud giant?
He
Floated up.
He kind of comes and goes on his own.
Can you call for him?
That's his MO. Zephyros! You up there, old man?
You call up, and in response, you hear the sounds of snoring.
Oh, he's alive.
That's all you hear.
Risus, thunderstorm his ass.
Is he more than 30 feet above me?
Yeah, he is 100 feet above you. 100 feet to the top of the room, the ceiling.
I got this. Let's see here.
You gonna
I'm
shoot
a
him with
firebolt him right in the ass.
Oh, God.
You can see up and into the hole. You can't actually see him.
It's just gonna arch it.
Just throw it up there. All right.
Yeah,
Try to wake his ass up.
yeah.
Jesus.
Damn good hit.
Yeah, 19. We'll say you arch
If anything is flammable, it's gonna get ignited.
You launch it up and it hits the ceiling of the floor above you, and then goes tumbling down, and you can't see where it lands. And the snoring stops, but you can't hear anything else coming from upstairs anymore.
Kazan, why did you throw that firebolt up there?
You all hear
guys,
nothing.
these vultures are getting closer.
They're getting much closer.
Keep perceiving them. See if you can see if they are armed with. If they look hostile. I don't know.
You
I
can
don't
roll.
know if he's.
You can roll another perception check at this point. Anybody who's looking at them.
If they're not shooting at us, I don't know if we can just start shooting at them.
There we go.
Not that way, Tim. This way.
Does your observant thing not give it to your active perception?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. So your passive perception is... Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Which means you should probably take his passive.
Yeah,
perception.
exactly. It should just be your base
Because
passive.
he's just always that aware.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you roll to get better than that.
Yeah.
You see...
Unless he's unconscious, he should always have his passive perception in line.
The riders, you can't really... They still look like giant vultures. The riders are wearing steel helmets that cover their eyes and resemble stylized bird heads. Two of them are not wearing these helmets and are cowled instead. And they are almost upon you now.
They haven't fired at us at all?
No. They look like they're coming towards you, and the vultures are kind of coming up as if to land on the cloud.
I'd rather fight them out there or in here, if we have to fight them.
Out there.
You know, Tim, usually when you offer people bread and cheese, they treat you with kindness and respect.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Zephyros has treated us well. I don't know who these guys are.
Help me drag some bread and cheese out.
Oh, I didn't know where you're going with that.
Come on.
All right.
They are landing now.
Those are really big.
Harper tries to not show he's scared, but offers them a huge block of cheese.
Put a huge block of cheese out. Okay.
Pushes
This is our
it
universal
out the
greeting.
door. Pushes out the door that block of cheese and bread. Looks at
You're
the
just gonna drop it on the floor?
yeah.
That's borderline insulting, actually.
That is borderline insulting.
Here's some food. Drop.
Eat this food off the floor.
Oh, I mentioned a giant block of cheese. Is it not giant?
It's giant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, but
It was Zephyros offered to us on the floor. Why can't I?
you put it on the table.
Oh, well, there's no table out here. Floor will have to do.
They begin hopping off their mounts, and one of the cowled figures walks towards you. Says, "Are you representatives of the cloud giant who resides in this castle?"
No, we are just guests who are willing to share the cheese that was offered to us.
We have no interest in your damnable cheese.
It's
Told
good
you.
We
Camembert.
It's half eaten and on the floor now.
we only
And
wish
also
to
stood there for days.
we only wish to speak with the cloud giant.
Why?
He's currently indisposed.
Harper stepped aside.
I might have shot him with a firebolt.
Tim, let
How-
them through.
How can we help you guys? We don't need any alarm systems or anything like that.
We represent the god of air, Yansi Bin. He demands the service of this cloud giant and this cloud giant castle in his service.
Jan C. Ben.
I thought
Did I hear
you
like a
careful,
rumor
guys.
that he died?
So you guys can tell these guys are like a little haggard, including the vultures.
Wow, y'all didn't get the memo, so you might want to go back to your monastery and see how many dead bodies there are.
Wait, who are you people?
We are servants of Yansi Bin.
These are cultists.
Yeah.
We will. If the Cloud Giant is not here to claim his castle, we will take his castle in the service of our god.
Can I shoot him in the face with a firebolt?
Hang on. He is here, and we're probably willing to parlay, but what is your goal here? Besides taking the castle.
This giant and his fortress will serve Yansi Bin. That is our purpose.
Yansi Bin has told you this directly?
Yancy Ben is dead.
Shh, quiet.
You guys don't know what your old characters know.
Also, those things don't really die, per se.
Right.
They just get sealed away again.
My patron told me a lot of things about what happened while she was out there.
We are rebuilding our strength. And the service of the Cloud Giant will greatly fortify our strength in the coming conflict.
I
What
was
is
like,
becoming conflict?
I want to mage hand and pull some of the feathers off of the bird.
Hang on.
All of you, out of our way!
I'm mage hand. I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
I am pulling like 4 really good tail feathers off the bird. Just yank them right
this
out. Yeah,
Alright.
yank those tail feathers.
You do that, and it lets out a large squaw. And takes to the air a bit and flies over here.
Your
I
hand
giggle.
is visible too.
It happens. He doesn't know which one of us did it. The hand just appeared.
The cultist who's
Is
talking,
he the leader? The hooded guy is the leader?
the guy, yeah. The guy who's talking to you says, Amarath! And he's talking to your right. I don't know if any of you guys can actually see the guys to the right.
A little bit.
Tim and Halford can. He's talking to the other cowled figure to the right. Amarath! Perhaps these interlopers would like to meet a true creature of the air.
Can I move my hand and pull some more bird feathers?
If you all will not stand aside, you all will die. And
Wait,
Hey,
how do you
there's no need for violence here.
they're pulling their weapons and preparing to attack.
How do you?
You weren't going to be able to talk your way out of this.
No, not very well.
Oh, I totally pulled more bird feathers, by the way.
Cheese.
But the cheese. All right, everybody, roll your initiative.
Come on, better initiative rolls.
Wow. I've had really good.
Damn it! Same rolls!
Tim
Go
is
Tim.
highly observant.
Booyah.
He's been readying that attack for weeks.
Mm-hmm. I told you I was ready to attack last night.
Yep. The trigger was Alfred dropping the cheese on the floor. Very clever. That's good. You can buff us.
Okay.
Fucking air cultists. Are you kidding me?
Nope, that's what they are.
God. Validate our entire previous campaign.
technically we don't know the timeline. Maybe this happened before the previous game.
It did happen afterwards.
Just kidding.
Hey, we're rolling initiative for Zephyros. That's good.
He is. No, you're not.
Yeah, so the names don't show up on the turn order thing.
Okay, good. That's. Unless I
As
want
intended.
them to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I believe that is everybody. Okay, Tim, you are going first.
Okay. Go up here. And I'll cast Aid.
Hey,
Aid. Give us the A's.
So much
Yes, it-
AIDS.
On Kazan, Brysus, and Curran.
okay. You guys all get 5? Or is yeah 5 HP?
How should we do that on the...
Just click on your token and type it in the number.
Which colored circle?
The red
Oh,
circle.
the red.
Just add 5 to that.
Okay.
That'll put
No,
that'll put it above your max, but
Yeah.
that'll represent a new max.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Now, Tim, what are you doing here? Are you throwing leeches at them?
Well, leave that mystery for now.
Reverse leeches that regurgitate blood.
To my eyes.
It's giving me health, but it's in my eyes.
Where does blood come from?
Kazan, your turn.
Oh boy, there's bad things out there. I should run right and tie those guys out. This guy looks like he's a spellcaster. Let's go. I guess flanking is still a thing too, isn't it?
It is.
Can you paste images into the chat?
I don't know. I have no idea. You can try.
That doesn't look like it.
Tempted to cast mirror image, or I could attack that guy. I'll let the hit points absorb some damage. Let's attack. The guy in the middle with advantage, since we're flanking.
Indeed.
Alright, pull out the glowing glaive. My chest twirled around and stab.
That will hit for 6 damage.
And then I will flip it around and bash him.
That will also hit for 4 damage. Bash him across the face, but good.
That's some pretty bad rolls, jeez.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's...
It's like a lamprey face.
Reese just shared a photo. Yeah, it looks like a Sarlacc pit of the leech. Oh, man.
Is that what's attached to your teammates now? Giving them health? Halfred, your turn.
There are some arrows for now. Not sure this is the best spot for him, but he will cast Hunter's Mark first. And then short sword the guy between him and Tim.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I can do advantage.
Oh, yeah. Roll it,
He
roll
rolls
it normally
time.
again. We'll just take the highest of those two. There you go. All right.
damage.
So yeah, I'll take it. So and the hunter's mark is on this guy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Take
Okay.
the first damage number. So 8 total.
Yeah, 8 total. You stab him. Eric, remind me how you did massive damage back in the day. Was it Constitution save?
If he takes half, if he takes half his hit points in one attack, then I rolled a Constitution saving throw, and if he has a 15 or higher, then he does not suffer from massive damage.
Okay. Cultist does suffer the massive damage.
Which is a 1d10, I think.
I don't have that sheet. I don't know if it's in house rules.
It should be in house rules, yeah.
Let's see. Alright, massive damage. An 8. He cannot take reactions until the end of his next turn. Alright, you stab him through his armor and he is temporarily stunned.
Alright, cultists aren't that strong. That's good to know. In fact, the vultures might actually be stronger than the damn cultists.
Then you move over there. Okay. The cultist's turn is up. Jesus. Someone's having a fireworks party outside my
Oh
apartment.
boy.
They just have one yesterday.
10, 20, 25.
Someone need to duck and cover?
Maybe. 10, 15,
Boy, there are a lot of dudes out here.
30,
Holy crap.
20, 25, 30.
Shit. I'm in a bad spot.
The good news is they're all hopping off their vultures.
Yes, everyone's hopping off their vultures. It's taking them some time to get there.
Alright, come closer, my pretties.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes. Good luck,
Okay.
Alfred.
You are surrounded.
I knew I should have stayed back.
Tim, you're going to get 2 scimitar attacks from the cultists, and Halford, you're going to get 3. The top, or the middle 2 are going to attack Tim first with their scimitars. That's the first one. Second one.
God damn it.
It's
begins.
not quite.
Oh.
It's not quite a critical, but yeah.
That's our Tim
Yep.
for max damage.
He just attracts the high
Yeah.
rolls.
Everyone's empowered around him.
Almost critical fail, and
Yep.
least amount of damage possible.
And then critical
Yeah.
success.
almost a critical,
Yep.
most damage possible.
And then
Wow.
3 attacks are going to go against
They're
Halfred.
+3.
That one
That is
is
a critical.
swing wildly. Swing wildly.
God damn, it's
Hold on.
feast or famine with these guys.
You're doing
Now it's
something.
time to
Hold
use
on.
your lucky. So
Yeah. Time to get lucky. So, do I need to roll a new attack or just a new d20?
No, I roll d20.
he rolled
Okay.
the d20.
Just-
You're using that
just-
d20 no matter what you roll.
Just don't roll it. Yeah, just don't roll a 20 and you're fine.
They have a
13.
+3, so it'd be a 16.
Shit, it's a tie.
Oh no!
So
Well, it's still better than
that
the
would
crit,
still
though.
it would still be -5 because it's not a crit. So that'd be 7 damage.
30.
All right, yeah. So you take 7 damage. Okay. Now it is the giant vulture's turn.
That was his weakest force too. He
Yeah.
already did some damage.
The majority of the giant vulture is just going to kind of hop around a little bit. This one's going to kind of fly over here. It's going to fly over here. This one that you bothered is going to come in towards Alfred. It's going to come over here. They don't seem to be terribly well trained.
Excellent.
But
If one of them moves within... Oh, I guess whenever one of these guys moved within my reach, I could have done my...
this one did.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to hit him.
Okay, go for it. God damn. Okay, that would have been really good. But
I know.
you
Max damage.
Slash and miss. And only 2 of the vultures are going to attack. The one closest Kazan and the one closest Halfred. They are going to bite out at you. Oh, they make 2 attacks.
Ugh.
One with the beak and one with the talon. Okay, so the first one's going to be the attack against Kazan. From the left there. Beak attack. Bites out. Misses you.
Ouch.
And he slashes at you.
That hurts.
Catches you in the chest.
Thankfully, my aids took most of it.
Go AIDS! And then Halfred's vulture is going to bite him. Damn.
Oh.
Would you like to use
This is
another lucky one?
It's going south fast.
Sure.
Let's see. 10 plus 4 is 14.
14.
Is that a miss? Okay.
Good man. Good
And
man.
the vulture is going to lash out with its talons. Your
Speed has already been very useful.
your lucky dodge from its beak distracted it, and it did not do its talons very effectively.
Oh god, it's the beating of the horrible.
They are going off pretty consistently over here. Now it's the Colfin. Oh, my guys are all just one on top of another. So the one that is surrounded is going to...
God damn.
Jesus.
So 4 of 18, 12 over
I
there.
think it sounds worse over the mic than it does in person, but it's, yeah. The one surrounded by you guys is going to realize he's in a bad spot and whisper some words to himself and take a small parchment out of his pocket, and he's become covered in what looks like just shimmering air.
He's trying to read. Kill him.
And he is going to cast Shield of Faith on himself. And
That would have
then,
been a nice roll to loot.
and then he's going to turn towards Tim.
Hello.
Tim always attracts the best ones.
Yes, he does. And put his hands out towards Tim. Say, "Die,
Ooh.
unhuman creature!" Oh,
Not Tim.
Don't listen to him, Tim.
I'm the most human of all of you.
and attempt to inflict wounds upon Tim, but
Look at that damage! Sweet, merciful crap.
he does not succeed. The other cowled
was a-
figure
Dodged a bullet.
is going to come up upon you, and he is also going to whisper to himself and cast.
Wait, how are these guys casting 2 spells at the same turn?
That's not a thing.
Bonus
Bonus
action.
That's
Still can't cast another spell though.
You still
Yeah,
can't cast 2
that's-
spells though.
that's true. I
We'll
forgot.
count the first one though.
Because it didn't hit. I forgot that was a thing with spellcasters. Yeah.
I think you
Um,
can cast a trip, but not a 2 full spells.
Instead, what you see this one do is he pulls off his shoulder a bag that has a smiling face on it, drawn on the side, and he opens it and whispers words into the bag, and you see
The Joker?
and you see the bag sort of distort and bulge at the top of it, and You see nothing come out. But then the bag goes back to normal. And that is all you see. And now
He has a bag.
now it is Bryce's turn.
My turn! Yay!
Fireball.
I
Wait.
don't have a fireball.
Ah.
Next level.
Shoot, I have to roll for my concentration spell, the Hunter's Market concentration.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, roll that once then.
Or was that
Okay.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah. You need a 10 or higher?
Yeah,
I
above a 10, yeah. Or 10.
Alright, we're gonna go with this guy that's got the 25
That was
feet
with
on him.
advantage for some reason, too.
Even with advantage, I failed.
think. Yeah.
What's for that
Alright.
skill?
So we're gonna go and try for this guy right here.
Don't
Okay.
use Hunter's Mark when you're in melee with a bunch of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you doing, Bryce? The Crown of Madness.
Oh boy.
Okay. You're doing it on
Please
this
fail.
this cultist in the middle here, right?
I should hang on before you do anything.
Okay.
Calculating.
Well, I'm trying to see if my Tides of Chaos is a good thing to use right here. It only gives me the advantage, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
so it
change
wouldn't-
your roll.
I don't think it'd be useful,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so that
We better
cultist is
close
going
this
to roll a wisdom check and fail
Yes!
miserably.
You are under my control. Excellent.
Alright, let's see, what is a good Crown of Madness symbol? There we go.
Taking the vultures, they're stronger.
I can't. It had to be humanoid.
Oh, it does say.
Jagged iron appears on its head.
Yep.
The charmed target must use its action before even being allowed to move. And guess what? It can't move without taking reaction shots.
That's
Oh. So
Target cannot roll.
on his turn, he will be attacking this individual right here.
Okay. We'll turn on his buddy.
He will turn. Actually, he's gonna turn on his buddy.
Okay. The iron thorny crown covers his helmet, and his eyes glaze over. He's under your spell. Corinne!
Price laughs maniacally.
Corinne,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Which one was the one that was using Shield of Faith? Is that still up?
I can put it on these guys so we know.
Hooded one between.
Both of the hooded guys.
Okay.
There's one more right around the corner. I don't know if you can see him.
Oh, yeah, I can't see that one.
Have shimmering air around them that is a shield of faith. God damn.
Eventually, we're just gonna see Chris explode. And his webcam.
Just the window behind me just
Wow.
explodes in.
Those were pretty close.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt and use my twin spell Meta Magic to cast it on this guy and this guy.
Okay. You can choose to do your meta magic after the roll if it looks like it's going to be bad, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then.
That's a good roll. That is a great roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that on those two guys.
All right. So you hit both of them. I'm going to roll massive damage on both those suckers.
That's cool.
So I don't know what that looks like. Just like lightning that like forks at the last second and hits
Yeah.
both of them.
Right around Alfred's. Actually, Alfred's short enough where it probably just goes straight through.
over his head.
Just looks up and sees like a beam of electricity.
Yep. This is the
Hairs
first
on the top of his head stand up.
Yeah.
Static.
This is the first one. Okay, and this is the second one. All right, so they're both gonna roll d10.
Fall over dead.
Ones and ones. Damn it, it's not a 1, Christopher.
The first one cannot take reactions. And what is 5? Let's see.
Can't take an action, maybe?
5 is target is stunned and cannot take actions until the end of
ignore
its
that.
next turn. So the bottom one is straight up stunned for now.
Give him a symbol so we know.
Yeah,
So we will forget with this many dudes.
I know. There's a lot of things going on right now.
I've already forgotten which ones are injured. I think.
Well, whenever I got my Crown of Madness on there, I'm going to be like, he's mine! That way y'all don't attack him, because I don't want y'all to break my Crown of Madness.
We can
Mine.
see the crown
You
too.
can-
It's pretty
you-
visible,
Yeah,
right?
you can all
Yeah.
see the crown. Yes.
No, he's got a big dumb helmet.
That bottom one is stunned.
Okay.
All right, Tim, it's your turn again.
Alright, so which ones around me look like they're almost dead?
The one next to you, the mage next to you, has taken a little bit of damage. The dude to your right has taken a lot. He is barely standing.
He just got singed.
Yeah, he's got electricity flowing into his body as we speak. The one below you is also badly damaged, but he's got the Crown of Madness on him. And the one to your diagonal down left is not damaged at all. He looks fine.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bane.
Ooh.
The guy to my left, the guy to my bottom left, and the guy below the Crown of Madness guy.
Okay. Those
There
three.
are so many icons. We're all like,
there's a lot of stuff going on already. That's what happens.
Bane
now.
would be a good combo with the Crown of Madness too, because that would make him
Yeah.
subtract that saving throw.
Okay, so the two cultists that you did are gonna go first. What is it? A charisma saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
That
Charisma.
that one failed miserably. That one failed miserably. Okay, so what's a good thing for Bane? What were we using before?
I think it's probably one of the skull ones. I don't know.
It's like a mask, wasn't it?
Maybe. I'm gonna do this heart thing.
Okay. He broke his heart.
Yep. And now the cult's fanatic. Will save.
It's more charismatic.
Yes. Okay. Kazan, your turn.
Alright, well, seeing as how this fight's probably going to last a little bit longer, I should probably buff myself up again. I will... I'll mutter a few words and shimmer my force field around me at level 2, which gives me 10 hit points, and anybody that attacks me while I have those hit points will take 10 cold damage.
Okay.
And I don't think I can move because I'm engaged with a bunch of people.
Yeah. Alfred.
This is not the place for a ranger.
You're surrounded.
It's pretty,
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Sorry, Tim.
oh, can't do it. 10. Well,
And that's it.
Okay. The cultist's turn.
Excellent. Dance, my puppet, dance.
All right,
we've
let's
not killed a single one yet.
Nope, nobody's died yet. All right, your enemy cultist, or the crowned cultist, will attack first. He's going to attack the dude to his left. And miss entirely.
That is, yeah, they're one miss.
Bad puppet.
Yep. Two cultists are going to come around this corner. Come running after the ranger that attacked them. But they're going to instead run into you guys.
I didn't attack you.
They just saw you running away. So we're going to have one... Or
Did they trip over the cheese?
We're going to have two... Yeah, they hopped over it. And this one's going to come up here. So we're going to have 2 against Kazan, 2 against Tim.
I get a reaction if that guy moves.
You do. The guy who just moved. You can go ahead and attack him.
Damn it.
Damn. Yeah, 2 against... Let's go with those first. The 2 against Kazan.
I do more damage to him with my
That's true. How much damage
my
do you do?
shield. 10 damage, 10 cold damage.
10?
Yeah. I cast as a level 2 spell.
All right.
As long as I have that shield up, it does 10 damage, and he only did 2 damage to me.
tell me exactly how your
it's the best case scenario.
cold damage kills this guy.
I try to parry, and then he gets through, and I wince for a second, and then I realize my shield is still up, and I open my eyes as he screams as the frost like travels through the blade over to his arm and just like freezes his body up, and then as he's like rigor mortising, he falls over.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. Because that's the first time it's really gone off yet.
Yep. All right. The second cultist attack
Oh,
on you.
technically he was baned, but I'm going to let that attack go through. Also, even if he had a D4, he would have still hit me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, the second attack on you is not going to hit.
Sadly, that will miss me.
One attack on Tim, because the other one is crowned.
He's my puppet.
He's your puppet. 17, not going to hit, I don't think.
Nope.
Is he baned? Or
No, that one's not. He's almost dead, but he's not Bane. And then one on Halfred. He chased you and...
At least it's only 2 damage.
That's all he did.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Save that lucky, you're going to fucking need it.
And one on Brysus.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Thank God.
I was
Now,
kinda
the giant vulture's turn. Once again, the vultures are just sort of... Most of them are just flying around wildly. The one that was attacking...
They got off the bolsters.
The one that was attacking Halfred, now he disengaged, so he doesn't have a target. The only one that's still attacking is the one next to Kazan.
Come at me, bro.
And he is going to do his attacks. Beak attack first.
That hits, yes. Once again, I will do more damage to him.
That's 10.
10, yeah. I've got 3 temporary hit points left.
All right.
So the shield is still up.
He eats that cold damage.
God damn.
Again?
That's even like fucking his damage is really bad, and he's still doing some damage. Yeah, so that's another 10 damage to him, but I lose the shield and I take 4 actual damage.
Okay. That vulture's not looking good now. You've sort of freeze-fried good chunks of its body. It is...
Oh shit! I didn't mean to ignore that. I was changing my spell slots. I still have to custom change.
Okay, the cultists are up next.
Apparently, I should be using Eldritch Blast instead.
The cultist between Kazan and Tim is going to still be facing Tim and attempt the same thing he did before.
Oh god.
Jeez.
What?
Oh wait, that's not. That's
That's the Eldritch
Chasm.
Blast. That's not.
No, ignore that. That's not. Yeah.
That's him.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank God.
God, that'd be a lot of damage.
That is devastating damage.
yeah.
You see, like, he puts his hand out, and, like, green air sort of comes from his fingers, and he sort of tries to touch you with them, but he just can't quite get a hold of you.
Don't touch.
And,
We got to get rid of these fucking spellcaster guys. That's nasty shit.
the other one's going to come around the corner and join his two cultists.
Tim, reaction. He ran back past you.
Oh, yeah, he did run past you. He ran past his buddy.
Mace that guy.
I'll do even better. I'll eat his soul. Oh.
Nope. He's got Shield of Faith on.
Not having good luck with the rolls on this one.
And he is going to come in
Fast and hard.
and attempt to do the same thing to Corinne. He puts his hands out, and green air flicks around his fingers. And does not connect.
That damage
That
is
is
more sane, at least. I know, yeah.
That's really bad damage.
Yep. It's our only
Um,
luck not hit yet with that inflict wound spell.
I don't know. So what happens next? Corinne, you hear behind you breathing. And you don't know what it is exactly. But you feel hands attempt to strike at you.
Oh, Chris, I
What
forgot to tell
the
you.
fuck is happening?
What is that? Great.
If you all remember, he did have something come out of his bag.
Oh, shit.
Anyone take C invisibility?
We just need a bottle of ink.
Did not do that.
Somebody have a bottle of ink? He's a
And
+6.
It is Bryce's turn.
Thankfully, you rolled.
Hey.
Yeah,
Full
I rolled pretty bad damage there, but yeah.
Alright, so I'm not going to use my action to maintain the hold on that guy.
Okay. You have to use an action to maintain the hold?
That's what it says.
Oh, okay.
On subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control over the target, or the spell ends.
Okay.
I also forgot to tell you you could have done a wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn.
Okay. Wow. We'll say he failed. Okay, so what are you going to do?
So, I'm going to be a little annoyed that I have a person in front of me. Chaos Bolt.
Oh boy!
Ooh, that's a good one.
On the dude, the cultist in front of you?
Yep, and that's some acid damage right there.
That... You can describe how that melts him to death.
Melts him to death.
Yep, that acid does him in, but good.
Oh man, I think him melting to death is enough of a description because
His armor melts around him and he just pulls into...
you just hear blood curdling screams coming from inside his hood, and
Yep.
Bryce's eyes light up another color, and she smiles.
Okay. Corinne.
So I still have Witch Bolt active, which requires concentration.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to make a Constitution saving throw whenever
Yes.
I take damage to maintain my concentration.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
All
You're
right.
fine. Your lightning is still going.
Pretty legit. Okay.
So who was getting hit by the lightning?
It was
One.
this guy,
Okay.
that one, and that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll Witch Bolt
Yes.
again for for this turn's damage then.
All right.
So that's 7 damage this turn. All right. They are well past dead, so you can describe how that happens.
Stop! They're already dead.
Like, and they sort of like fry and they, shudder for a second and then just fall in little piles of powder, like, I don't know. Yeah, on the floor.
Good job, backline. Fucking murdering people.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, is the concentration on your Witch Bolt your action?
It says you use
yes,
your action
it is.
to deal
Mm.
damage.
I
Okay.
think that's still my action, yeah.
Okay.
To deal damage second time.
All right. So you do your action and you melt those 2 dudes.
That was good.
Back up to Tim. This guy is no longer crowned.
If that guy gets off 1 inflict wounds, we're fucked.
Yeah. How much? How bad are his injuries? Does it look like?
The mage between the 2 of you,
Yeah.
he's been hit, but he's still standing pretty solidly.
All right. Well, I am going to turn the tables on him.
Oh!
Suck it.
Holy shit!
Inflict those wounds. Tim, noticing how to do it.
So, Tim, describe how your whatever leeches kill this guy.
Yes.
Leeches, like multiple leeches come out and just sort of like swarm around his head real fast, just ripping apart his face and like
Excellent.
sucking the blood out as it goes.
All right. The leeches do that, and he drops. All right, Kazan.
I gotta attack that vulture because it is fucking tearing me up.
Vulture's not looking good. You've freezed it pretty good.
Now, how's it
and
looking?
now it's looking dead.
It just shoves it up into his chest. And then he will swing around and in one fluid motion after he takes the staff out, swirl around and whack at the cultist next to him with the blunt end.
All right. You also
Thunk.
nail him, but good. Right across the face.
I will go ahead and move. So if he's still alive, I'll take the reaction hit.
Yeah, you will. Okay.
And I'm gonna move here.
You will do 2 damage to you as you move away.
Alright. I'm alright.
All right, Halfred, you're up.
Is the guy in front of me injured?
Yeah, no, he's looking pretty healthy.
Didn't take any damage.
He has not taken any damage.
I have no choice but to sword.
We do have flanking advantage right now.
You're welcome.
22 for 10.
That's pretty fucking good.
That is good. That will murderize this cultist.
Excellent.
How do you stab him to death?
Just surprised that I actually killed him with one shot.
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought I was skilled with the bow and arrow.
He's a savant with the short swords.
All right. The cultists are up. Okay. There's 2 cultists left, and they're both going to attack Tim because they're both engaged with him.
Hello.
First one is going to swing and catch a bit of armor. Second one's going to swing and just miss entirely.
Stand fast, wooden man.
The giant vultures are now dissipating. They're flying off. Their masters have unmounted them, and they are dying, and they've lost all direction.
Thank God. They are far stronger than the actual cultists.
You've got one cult fanatic in your face. And he's going to attempt to do the same thing he's been attempting to do. Reach out to Corinne and the green
real
air.
bad.
How many times can he miss? Oh, God.
Oh
That's awful.
That many. 21 damage.
Motherfucker.
no! Do you have shield?
I know what's your AC.
What does shield give you?
+5.
Yeah, I have shield.
Well,
What's your AC?
I can use that as a reaction.
you can.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay.
There you go.
perfect.
Oh
Yeah,
boy!
that'll work.
All right,
It just works.
the green air from his fingers sort of leaches out at you, and it's almost to your skin, but the shimmering field just pushes it back.
Thank
unable to
God he
make
went for you,
contacts.
because that would have murderized me.
You are squishy.
Like, even with shield, that wouldn't have protected me.
Corinne, what you do hear again is the breathing behind you.
Ugh.
God damn it.
My wildest fantasies have come true.
I'm still not trying to actually deal with that thing. We need to get that guy's bag, maybe.
Is
Um,
your AC 15 or is it 16?
Until your next turn, it's what your shield is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the beginning of your next
Hey.
turn.
It's
Oh.
15. Is it supposed to be 16?
What was it last level?
Oh, I think it was 15. I don't think I changed it. Was
Yeah,
I supposed
'cause-
to make it 16?
I mean, your dex went up by 1, so it should be 16, right?
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I think so.
I'm gonna take a look.
Okay, then I missed that, so it should be 16.
But your shield,
Yeah,
shield blocks
either
it
way.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good use of shield.
Yep. All right. Bryce, your turn.
I kind of want to attack the thing that's behind her.
You know it's there.
Yeah.
We target that thing?
You would be at disadvantage. You know generally where it's standing, but you can't
I'll
see
take that disadvantage.
Use Tides
Okay,
of Chaos.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Tides of Chaos.
it. That would make
negates
it
your disadvantage.
that would make it a normal attack.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Yeah. You hear
Bzz.
a screeching sound as it makes contact. All right. Corinne, your turn.
So there's still this invisible thing behind me somewhere that I
Yep.
can't really do much about right now. Great. Okay.
You can make a
Uh,
disadvantage attack against it, but yeah, it is invisible to you.
Is that cultist injured?
The one in front of her is taking a... No, is not taking any damage.
What is this symbol again? This one in front of me?
He's baned, so he has a negative D4 to any saving throws.
No, that's Divine
No,
Shield.
that's
oh,
the shield
oh,
effect.
that's his shield. Never mind. He was not baned. The heart's the bane.
Yeah.
So his AC is up. That's what that means.
Uh,
You're in a bad
Yeah.
oh god, okay.
How wise does he look?
So I'm gonna try to go for this like invisible thing behind me with my lightning breath.
Alright. As long as
I'm
you...
just picturing just like, just flaming some lightning out that direction, hoping
Absolutely.
to hit it.
Yeah, just draw me in a line where you want to do it, and I'll tell you if it hits.
So that's gonna okay. So it's gonna be like I'm just gonna go straight back. So it's 30 feet and 5 feet wide.
It fails the dex, and you can see. You can briefly in the like cloud of lightning. You can briefly see a clawed like monster shape, and it
How
takes
far?
that
Like how far back?
right next to you.
Okay, great.
You are
cool.
surrounded.
Okay, Tim.
Are we confident about killing this guy for his next turn?
Who's that?
I'm gonna plan on using my mindfuck spell on him, and if he fails it, me and the girls get reaction hits on him in addition to the damage. So I'm hoping that will be bad. If he doesn't fail, if he succeeds though, it's not gonna be nearly as good.
Alright. I'll depend on that then.
Yep. Alfred also gets a turn to shoot his ass, so we're hoping if we combine all our efforts.
Okay, I will attack the guy below me,
Okay.
directly below me. With Soul Eater.
Come on, Soul Eater. Eat some souls.
You do. You eat that soul, but good.
Oh.
Roll a d10, please. And you can gain that many temporary hit points. You
What
feel
can I do to... Oh, great.
if you hit somebody and there are less than 10 hit points left, which you'd have to ask or I'd have to remember to tell you, but that guy had less than 10 left. So
Okay. I get 2 temporary hit points.
2 temporary hit points.
Don't
Suck
spend them all in one
it.
place.
Kazan, your turn.
Alright, I will hold out my hand. Other hand on the forehead. Eyes are going to glow purple as I delve into this dude's mind. And what? Oh my god!
It's the lowest damage you can
2,
do.
2, 1, and 1. That's a 46.
That's
God. Just. Oh, well, please fail this. This is gonna be fucking awful.
all right,
Oh my
let's see.
god.
Nope.
God.
So
Alright.
he takes
Take
3.
3 damage,
three
and that's it. Oh my god.
That the rolls
That's
did not-
awful.
Yeah.
Alright, so no, he won't be able to do a whole bunch of damage.
You attempt to go into his mind, and you see him just shake it off. It's like, Yansi Bin will protect me.
I actually get like a vision of Yansi Bin like swirling in my mind, and I have to like back out immediately, and I'm like
Yeah.
sweating, like, oh shit. This guy really fucking believes.
Alfred, your turn.
Glad you did some damage. I'm gonna
God.
pull up my longbow this time. Aim for
2,
the
2, 1, 1.
cult fanatic.
There you go.
Holy shit. Okay.
12. And with my Colossus Slayer, it does another 3 damage.
Oh,
Damage,
yeah,
alright.
Colossus Slayer.
All right, that arrow goes right into his chest. He's still standing, but he is not looking great.
Will you let me do my Hunter's Mark?
Uh,
Or, no, I have to pick that.
it's
beforehand.
too late. Yeah, it's before your attack. Yeah. Okay, cultists. There's one cultist left. Is going to swing at Tim. He is surprised he's still alive.
He's Bane. He's Bane.
Oh
He is
yeah.
Bane.
Okay, let me roll the d4.
Roll a 2.
So you roll-
Nice.
Wait, you're okay. Oh yeah, it's 19. Okay,
He's 19.
that does not hit. Okay. The giant vultures are dispersing.
Just made Bane worth it.
Yep.
Yeah,
The priest is going to He's still trying to do the same thing.
God.
He is now fixated on that Dragonborn. He's it's
For some reason.
it's his mission now. 18 for 12.
Fuck.
All right.
I should use shield again.
How do reactions work? Like, can you?
It's in reaction to another action, so it's any time pretty much.
You get one per round.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
one per
yeah.
round. Yes.
It might be worth it because that fucking other thing is probably gonna hit you again too.
But I already used it, right?
You used it last round.
Do you have another slot?
Oh,
But
oh,
that-
yeah,
wait.
yeah. I guess I thought you meant one per fight. But
Doesn't
okay.
the shield stay until it's her turn again?
The end of her turn.
Yeah, which she's had a turn since then.
The
She did the
cultist went
lightning-
first,
she did the lightning
and so
breath.
she popped up shield. But then when it
Uh-huh.
came to her turn, at the end of that turn, it ended.
Oh, it ended. That's right.
Yeah.
Stupid cultist.
Yeah, well, I'll use it again. I've got lots of sorcery points that
Okay.
I could.
I assume we're resting after this because this is a fucking bitch ass fight.
Pop that shield. The green air once again pops off it. Colt gets very frustrated.
This is the mark of insanity, my cultist friend.
Halfred, you hear the voice of heavy breathing running at you.
Oh, Halfred.
And a swipe is made at you, but it does not connect. So...
Just an invisible foe wrecking shit in our back line, and I don't know.
Can't tell where it came from.
Give
Where
him
that bush
right
there
here.
If we
Diagonal
can-
to you.
Does this guy still have the bag on him? Does this bag look magical?
Probably. He's got a bag that the whatever this creature is came out of.
I wonder if we can rebag it.
Rebag. Bryces, your turn.
So how damaged is this guy?
He's very damaged. He's
He's
taking.
got an arrow in the chest.
He's got an arrow sticking out of his chest.
Like, barely alive damaged, or
Not barely alive. He's still standing, but
he could take a couple more hits?
I mean, he's damaged, but he might take something else.
Alright, magic missile in his face then.
The 15 was not massive damage.
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't add it all together, so it wasn't. But altogether, it might have been.
I did 15 damage, right?
Yeah, all told.
Yeah.
Also, he didn't roll a Constitution saving throw for his shield, which he saved anyway. But he didn't cast light.
Alright, so magic missile straight to the face for this guy.
Okay.
And he can't block that shit, so.
Unless he has shield.
Let's see a shield, yeah.
You'll find out if he does.
I love doing that to you guys.
He's got it.
Does he
Well,
have
then,
shield?
in that is.
I mean, you don't know. He may or may not.
I don't think he does because he's casting cleric spells, and clerics don't get shield.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds and shield of faith are all cleric.
How many darts do you do?
I do 3, I think, right? I have
Level
to-
1, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to repeat it twice, right?
Alright, yeah.
Yep.
Just click that repeat button. 4, 4, and 4. Alright, describe how you murderize this
Nice.
cultist with your magic missiles.
That's for trying to kill the Dragonborn and just like shoot fire right in his face.
They just go into his
Cast a
cloaks
spell.
and he just drops dead.
Gone.
Corinne, you're up.
I'm moving over here.
How the fuck do we do with that invisible thing?
Alright, that's a good question.
Alright, so can I just like move here and just swing at this guy
You can make a
with my
disadvantage.
dagger.
You can make a disadvantage attack, sure.
I don't know a better way to go about an invisible enemy.
If you stand here, the flanking bonus will cancel out the disadvantage bonus or disadvantage.
Wait, how do you know where he is?
Yeah, you're not
Well, 'cause he
sure
just-
where he is. I'm not gonna give you flanking on this guy because you don't exactly know where he's at.
Aw,
He's fucking invisible. I had to flank him.
because he swung at me. I know where he is.
Well,
Yeah,
he can move every turn.
Yeah, you can make a dagger. You can make a dagger attack with disadvantage.
Do we have anything we can throw on him that would, like, light him up?
I mean, I have, like, I can try to touch him, but I've just be kind of like feeling in the air, you know? I mean, I have a spell that lets me, I have light, which lights up objects. And of course I have like shocking grasp, which is touch, but I don't know how to light him up. I don't know.
I'm stymied. My theory was to get the bag and try to get him back in the bag somehow, but I don't even know if that's possible.
Where's the bag?
The guy that we just killed is the one that released him.
Kind of sent him up in flames, though.
Does the bag look magical?
It's a bag with a very large smiley face drawn on it. You can kind of detect magic coming from it, certainly. It's a magical item.
He's a Walmart manager.
How big is the bag?
It's a handbag size.
Throw it off the edge of the cloud.
No, I want to put the thing back in it.
It might be like a genie. He might be attached to it, like a magic lamp.
Oh, is like tethered to it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Starting to burn his home.
You can just take a wild swing, or you can grab the bag and do, and yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna see what happens if I just grab this bag and bring it over here. I guess I'll just use my mage hand to do that. You can go pick up the bag and bring it over towards like this square, and I guess just kind of like hold it open and just, you know, see what happens. Or I guess he's just holding it there. It's a hand, not two hands. So just holding it up like, come here.
Okay.
See if it's like a Pokeball.
Yeah.
He goes back in
As
it.
soon as you touch the bag, you do hear a scream from right next to you. Something unhuman. You don't feel anything happen with the bag that you're holding, however. And you can't sense anything else other than that. But
And nothing happens when she puts the bag. Were
Like,
you
holding
just?
it.
not
like,
not that you can tell.
holding back.
Not that you can tell at the moment.
But it screamed.
When you picked up the bag with the mage hand, when it left the cultist's body, you did hear it let out some unhuman scream.
The bag?
Yeah, the whatever the invisible creature is, the invisible stalker between you guys.
All right.
Okay, Tim.
Maybe we do need to destroy the bag. Maybe that would do it. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he's scared that we're going to do something to it.
Tim, it's your turn.
It's time to eat some more souls.
Tim might not even be aware of this invisible creature. He's having a good old time.
Okay, Tim, you hit that cultist with your mace, and as you hit the mace, you feel the bones in the head of the mace begin to rattle and call to
Poor
you.
Iron Giant is gonna go so.
They begin to
Suck in that soul.
All right, roll a d10, please.
Tim, this is not what real humans do.
Tim cannot hear you in his bloodlust.
Oh god, he's lost to us.
You, with one damage, which you also take, You feel the bones in the head of the mace suck the soul out of that cultist, and he is dead.
Wow.
You may roll another d10 to get temporary hit points.
That little bit of oomph.
I hope you're keeping track of how many souls you've sucked in.
You get 6 temporary hit points.
On top of the other ones?
They
No.
replace them.
They replace. Temp always places. That's why I was asking about the 8, how that worked to make sure.
Yeah. Kazan, your turn.
Something like later on, after you've sucked in like 100 souls, they just torment your mind. And
100 souls. Okay. I might suggest we try and destroy the bag, but in the meantime, I'll go ahead and
Same as.
I guess just do a disadvantage attack on it, wherever I think it is.
Okay.
Which is
18.
presumably somewhere near Halfred and Corinne.
Between the two, yeah. Yeah, just roll a disadvantage attack. You go swinging.
I think I can still do my blunt even if I don't hit. It's just when I take... Yeah, just when I take the attack action.
Right,
so.
yeah. Okay.
Man, that disadvantage fucked me, that one.
You
16
for all appearances, looks like you're just swinging wildly into the air.
Yeah.
Halfred, your turn.
I too will swing wildly in the air.
Okay.
On my thing. Firefox is nothing cooperative.
What's going
on? My windows are freezing up.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Go for it. All right, you swing wildly into there as well. What you hear though next? Cultists are all dead. Giant vultures are all dead. Priests are all dead. With the priests dead, you hear that whatever the creature is between Corinne and Halfred start just wailing in a weird sound. And Corinne, you can feel that whatever it is just shove past you, and you can hear it wailing as it runs off of the cloud and just runs off the edge of the cloud and disappears into the air. And it is gone. As the control of it is no
Killed
longer
everybody.
in place. And with that, the vultures have dispersed, the cultists are dead, and hostilities have ceased.
Yeah, we've gone way beyond our time.
Yes, we have. I didn't expect that combat to go for an hour, but it did.
I mean, most combat goes pretty far. We probably should have stopped before, but...
All right, so experience. You guys killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cultists that are worth 25 apiece.
Fucking cultists.
Yep. 2 cult fanatics that are worth 450 apiece. I'm going to give you experience for the invisible stalker, which you dealt with by eliminating its controller. That's a lot of experience. 2,300 experience for the invisible stalker.
3375.
And you killed 1 giant vulture at 200.
3575.
Oh, wow. These giant vultures were a lot better than cultists then. Jeez.
Yes.
Kill them all.
No, those things are awful.
75.
I don't want
They
to
were
fight
terrible.
those things at all. So I killed one and ran the hell away from him.
700. Should be more than that, isn't it?
Divided by 5.
35, 75?
Yeah,
Divided by 5?
you might be right. I'm trying to do it in my head. I'm looking for my calculator.
Yep, I think that's it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, yeah, 715 each, which brings you all to 3415. Thank you, Raymond. All right, that will do it for tonight. Thank you to Eric, Heather, Reese, Rochelle, and Raymond. I am Chris. We are here doing D&D 5th Edition Storm King's Thunder every week. We will see you next time.